Good morning and welcome to Jewellery Maker. Very, very nice to have your company. I'm Vicki, going to be with you for 4 whole hours of, well, I think it's fair to say, exceptional weekend opportunity. Yes, it's Friday, and that means that we have got something fantastic. Can't think of anything else beginning with S apart from fish, so there's no point. Shall I just sing the word fish? But that's got nothing to do with jewellery making. It's just that's the only F word that I could think of, give or take. We have got for you lots and lots of treats today, including the launch. Yes, you've been asking, requesting for, well, I would suggest probably at least 2 years now, and we have searched, we have hunted, and we have found exactly what you're looking for with exactly the right price. Yes, today is the launch of the all-amazing bead loom. Ooh, it's a looming. Ooh, yes, your bead loom. And if that wasn't enough, we're not just going to do the loom today, we're actually going to do a full bumper pack. Brand new colour threads coming your way today. Take a look at these colours, all absolutely sumptuously springtime, beautiful summer colours, and all of those are going to be within the bead loom offer. If you don't know what the bead loom does, how about this? Our Sara has created this fantastic bracelet. More like this to come your way. We're going to take you step by step how to get started with the bead loom within the show, so keep watching. If you've never seen what a bead loom does, well, the good news is we're about to show you. So, Sara, talking of the devil, she is here. Not that I'm saying you're a devil, much more of an angel, I'd suggest, within the jewellery world anyway. We've got a brilliant show.
Yes. Lots and lots to cram in.
Lots and lots.
I know, we're very excited.
Very exciting. Bead loom is something that is just going to, it's going to go into stratospheric opportunity for jewellery making. It
is. I mean, you know, it's just an amazing tool, and it makes, you know, getting really complex looking results very, very easy.
And that's why I like it. Yeah. I like things that make my life simple.
That's it. And
simple is as simple does.
And it's all jewellery making is about is having the right tools for the job, and the bead loom is the right tool for making those intricate weave bracelets. But I'm also going to show you how you can do so much more with it as well.
That's all to look forward to here on Jewellery Maker. Thanks very much for joining me. I'm hoping that I'm finding you well. I tell you what, we are going to bring that sunshine into your life today with lots of treats. Now, because it's the bead loom launch, we do need to give you some nice seed beads, because of course with the bead loom you can do it with larger nuggets and chips, can't you? But actually it's rather nice to make delicate pieces, perhaps looming from its traditions, from probably ancient Egypt times, much more about intricacy, much more about smaller stones.
Definitely, and it's about, you know, you can make really intricate patterns with them as well, and you know, you're only limited to your imagination when it comes to the patterns that you can make with the bead loom, so you know, having those small beads allows you to get that intricacy into your work.
So let's do it. Let's bring you some gorgeous seed beads. It's the first of a few. I don't have huge amounts, but I have got a few seed bead offers coming up today. I've got seed beads in kits. I've also got seed bead bundles like this one, because of course, as I say, with the loom, it certainly does have the option to create intricacy with smaller stones like this one. Right, you're gonna have to be quick. That's the only downside today. There is only one downside to the whole of today, and it is based on quantities. I don't think I'm gonna have enough to go around, based on, I know how many people have reacted to us announcing that we were launching the bead loom today. You have got a combination of must-have gemstones here. A combination, excuse me, I'm usually stuck in the throat, hang on. I shouldn't have eaten so close to coming on air, but I had loads of muesli and not enough milk today. Don't you just hate that when that happens? When you pour out the last of the milk, but it doesn't cover the top of the cereal. Oh, it's a bad start to the day when that happens. Yes, I even considered putting water in the milk just to make just to cover the layer of muesli.
I'm glad I'm not the only one who's considered doing that before.
Oh yes,
yeah. I
used to when I was very ill and I wasn't allowed to eat anything other than water and vegetables and Weetabix. Other cereals are allowed, but I wasn't allowed them. I actually literally lived on Weetabix and water.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
That's not a good way to live, is it?
It really? Wasn't good. No, that's when I was about, I think I ended up at about 5.5 stone, so I wasn't that well, I would suggest. And thank you to, who was it who's already texted? Wendy! Liking the hairstyle. Thanks, Wendy. Yeah, if you fancy saying hello, not about my hair, I don't mind. Well, you can text in if you like my hair, but please don't text in that you don't, because I can't do anything about it right now. 60777 60777. Make sure you start your text with JM Studio. That's JM Studio. Your normal network charges do apply, and we look forward to hearing from you today. Let us know what you think about the bead loom. What are you thinking? Are you looking forward to it? Tell us a little bit about your history. If you've already got a bead loom, what do you do? What do you like about it? Just give us a text and we'll certainly do our very... What do you mean I've only got 70 left of these? I've only got 70 left of these because I've already got people buying. I don't even think I've told you what strands you're getting. Now, they're all 3 mil rounds. You've got a combination of serpentine, peridot, snowflake obsidian, tiger's eye, and purple fluorite. What a fantastic combination. I mean, those are such workable gemstones, whether you're going to bring them together or whether you're going to work them as separate entities. Fantastic feature. I've got less than 50 left in the vaults now. 50, that's it. Once it's gone, it's gone. You're going to have to be seriously quick. The number's there at the bottom of the screen. Of course, it is a free phone number. We expect lots of queues today. I will be just highlighting that right now, even just before we start with our first offer. It is a free phone number. Please do be patient with us. Please do be patient with us. Apparently, just to let you know that the information on the website, IT issue says one thing. So your information on the website isn't accurate. You are getting 5 strands. It's just the picture that's right, not the information. Picture's wrong and the information's right. Okay, so picture's right, picture's wrong, information's right. I'll get there eventually. So let's just say it again. 5 strands. You've got peridot, you've got serpentine, snowflake obsidian, you've got tiger's eye, and you've got fluorite. Altogether, 5 strands. And I've got 50 less than 50 left in the vaults now. How low can we go on this 5-strand offer? Whoa! £2.40-ish, is that right? About £2.40 a strand? Oh my goodness me. And when you start to think about how much detail you can create from the loom with your detail of your seed beads, oh, it's going to go a long, long way. Oh, I'm excited for you today. I'm so excited. Looks like that's almost sold out, just like that. Goodness me, what a deal, what a deal. I mean, what about mixing with some of the colours, the threads that you know that you've got coming up? How about putting a little bit of the green with perhaps the peridot? Oh, that looks nice, doesn't it? Or maybe you want to go contrast. Maybe you go with what about going with a nice yellow? What about yellow and green for summertime? Oh, that would look nice, wouldn't it? Citrus explosion. You've got the options there, of course, the bead loom coming with all of these nylon threads. All of the threads are coming with this. These are brand new threads as well, just to let you know, brand new pack of coloured threads to look forward to within the bead loom offer today. £11.95 is all you pay for this fantastic 5-strand seed bead combination. Now, £11.95 is already paid, £11.95. Now, I've got the colours of those citrus greens from the peridot, and actually, I was just thinking to myself, coming up shortly, not that long to go actually, we have got pre-night. How about putting pre-night and peridot together? Ooh, that's nice, isn't it? It's like putting a lime next to a grape. Ooh, I could crush a grape. Oh, I could crush a grape. You've got there these lovely grape-like qualities. Same kind of internals about the haziness as well. You know, when you think about a grape, when you slice it through, I really do think that you see that like almost a opaque-like quality. Certainly not transparent, is it? Well, you've certainly got that mystical quality within that pre-night. That's coming your way. Faceted pre-night in a single strand offer later on in the show. I've got lots of lovely single strand opportunities today, including blue opal. Yeah, I've got blue opal for you. Do you want to have a, can I give everybody? No. Can I? Do you mind, Tom? Tom's going to give you a sneaky peek. Blue opal faceted drops. They are gorgeous. I love that powder blue quality about these. And of course, with it being opal, it has this amazing potential for light reaction. Because it is a cylindrical formation, no other gemstone really has anything that can quite competing with the opalescent quality of this gemstone. Beautiful. That's coming your way. But not yet, not yet. What is coming your way is Sarah's challenge. Now then, Sarah, we've got some golden wonder for you today.
Ooh.
A wonderment of golden tones. That's what I'm thinking of today. Because here we've got a combination where we're bringing you tiger's eye and gold.
That's gorgeous.
And I really think that that's a sumptuous mix, isn't it?
It is. It's very rich.
Absolute sumptuous. How about I show you first of all your tiger's eye. 2 of the larger strands. These twists, I've never seen them before. I have never seen anything like this before, and I will say, they are gorgeous. They are just gorgeous. I mean, you can't be anything other than totally fascinated by the way the light moves over each one of those twisted columns. It absolutely adds 20-fold the gorgeous quality. Okay, I do need to apologise that there was a little bit of a graphical error with our 5-strand seed beads. I make a massive apology. We had a graphical error there, and the information that came up, that was the right code, but the wrong information on the graphic, so you don't get the silver findings, etc. It's just the 5-strand offer that you're getting. So 5 strands of the seed beads, right code, right price tag, wrong graphics. I'm very sorry about that. I am sorry about that. But as I say, I'm hoping that if you were watching, you know exactly what you're getting. Those 5 strands of the seed beads only for £11.95. So let's go back. Let's go back to this tiger's eye. Twisted tiger's eye. I'd call them columns.
Yes.
Twisted columns?
Yes, definitely.
And you have this real incredible movement. Gosh, I just look at these and just think, wow, that's real craftsmanship. That's real attention to detail. That's, I noticed that last week, no, it was the beginning of this week, isn't it? What is it today? Friday.
Friday.
All right, so Monday and Tuesday of this week. A lot of the pieces that I had, I felt like the gemstones were doing a lot of the work.
Yeah, we've had some really, really interesting cuts coming through.
I think so too, because I thought to myself, as I was driving home on Tuesday night after we'd had a meeting, and as I was driving home, you know, when you get time to think when you're in the car, and I was thinking to myself, I wonder if I felt like I was saying that the gemstones were doing a lot of the work a lot of the time, and I was thinking, I don't normally repeat myself like that. And then I suddenly went back to all of the different strands that I had. I was like, that's because we had so many different shapes and patterns, and there was a lot going on with the cuts of the gems, and that's what's happening here again.
And it's just, that's an amazing cut for tiger's eye, because it just really draws out all of those optical effects.
It's just such an interesting shape. Really exciting. And of course, working with a strand like this, you are going to get something so different with each individual look that you create.
Oh, yes.
You know, you're going to stand out because of the shape. You are going to get the ovals, which perhaps are a little bit more traditional, but still just as impressive to allow that light play, the optical effects of the tiger's eye. What I like about an oval shape like this. Are you okay? Sorry, we've just had a little accident in the studio, and I just need to make sure that we are. Okay, we're all right. Amelia's fine. Okay, we can all breathe. Okay, I think she's just got a shock, but she's okay. Good news. All right, gorgeous. Okay. We have oval tiger's eye. Oval tiger's eye for you here. Beautiful quality. Beautiful quality, absolutely stunning golden tones. Beautiful look. And as I say, the open face of this gemstone, because it's so large, it means that you get a lot of light reaction, a lot of reaction to that light play. Beautiful combination. So there's your twists, and there's your ovals. We're going to add as well. We're going to add as well, and we're adding, some more of the seed beads, some more of the seed beads. And I think that you know, we've made sure that within our offers today that we've given as many opportunities to get a variety of shapes, but in particular shapes that will be very much appropriate to the loom, because if you're launching a loom, then you want to make sure that you've got product and you've got ingredients to work against it and with it. So that's what you have here. So 2 strands of your tiger's eye as well, with your seed beads. So all of this comes with comes with the wire as well. So you're going to get the wire as well. And this is all to work within one bundle.
Wow. That's amazing.
It's a really luxurious look, isn't it? I don't know about you, but I just see lots and lots of potential to get some very sumptuous jewellery.
The gold with a tiger's eye is just a match made in heaven anyway. It just really draws out all of those golden natural tones from the gemstone itself and just adds to the beauty of the gemstone. And I think sometimes when you put something with a gemstone, you only want to add to that natural beauty. You don't want to distract from it, and the gold wire will do that.
Absolutely, and it's 0.6. And because it's 0.6, it means that it's going to have that versatility of being thick enough to be able to give strength, but also malleable enough to, add as a weave or as something of a detailed wire.
Yeah, if you're in doubt with wire and you've never used it before, a 0.6 is an ideal sort of middle of the road, if you like, wire, which allows you to, if you need extra strength, you can always, use two pieces together and twist them together to get that extra strength. But it has enough strength in itself to, if you're making pendants or if you're doing gizmo work or any of that sort of work, it's absolutely got enough strength, but it's got enough malleability that it allows you to get really nice intricate designs without having to overwork your hands, if you like. It allows you that malleability, so it's really useful. And you can even use it for some of the tiara work as well, because you've still got enough malleability to be able to do that.
Perfect. So you're getting 4 strands, plus you're also getting the wire on this one. And this is coming up. Oh, I just kind of, I like it now. I want to know the price now. I really do feel like I need to know the price. How low can we go on this one, Kim? Yeah, don't just say really low. Give me a specific. Go on, tell me. How low can we go? Can we go less than 30? Less than 20? Wow. Oh! What am I going to sound of that? Less than £20 for that 4 strands plus the wire. You're also going to get some more wire.
Wow.
Wire. I know, I keep on telling my daughter, she keeps on saying school. I know there's no what in school. Say school. School. Very, it's obviously the northern dialect. We always put like probably another 3 or 4 syllables into every word that we possibly can.
Either that or we take them away.
Yeah, exactly. Wire. Wah. So I just can't say the word wah. It just sounds wrong, doesn't it?
I know.
You say it?
Wire.
See, I can do that.
Yeah.
Wire. You are getting some more wire. You're getting 0.6 again with the gold, so that means you're getting 20 metres in total if you buy the 2 bundles.
Wow.
So that's great news.
Tons.
And you're going to get this beautiful, beautiful faceted jasper. It's stunning. It is truly breathtaking. So clever to be able to add even more detail to a gemstone like this by adding that gorgeous elongated facet. Stunning, and it's coming your way again later on.
Wow.
Also, I know, I'm sorry, but I'm leaving those with you as your challenge.
Oh, good.
I shall do that.
You can't tease me and then take them away.
Well, my question is are you going to use the loom and do something with those?
I think it'd be rude not to.
I think it would be wrong.
Yeah.
I think it would be wrong if you didn't do that.
I think, quite frankly, it'd be rude not to. I think I may try and loom some earrings, since I haven't done a demo on the earrings with the loom yet, so I may loom some earrings with these.
Ooh. Loom away,
yes.
is all I can say. But we've got plenty to fit in. Outside of the loom, we have lots and lots of other offers to fit in for you. So just to highlight the fact that we've had a couple of people texting in about this just here. Good eagle eyes, I will say. But we can't say the word eagle without Tom quivering. Because if you say the word eagle eye to Tom these days, he went on a falconry day, didn't you, Tom? With the fastest eagle in the world or something crazy like that. What was the speed of it?
That wasn't the eagle, but he had a falcon that had done 200.
Falcon, that was it. 282 miles per hour. A falcon that can fly 282 miles per hour. I'm thinking I wouldn't really want that to be my falcon swinging around coming to me at that. Right. Yes. So we can't say the word eagle eye anymore without Tom going. Yeah. But the eagle eyes among you who have been texting and going, Vicki, what is this? Oh, you're good. Oh, it's the gem lovers out there. You've got your eye on it. It's there for the style, it's there for the durability and the wearability and the adoration of colour. Do you know what it is yet? What gemstone? Obviously, we've shown you pre-night, so you know that I've got a strand of pre-night with this. But what's the other gemstone? There's only one stone that I know of that can be quite that colour. Chrome
Diopside.
diopside has to be double strand, a double strand of chrome diopside coming your way. But not yet, not yet, not yet. That's to look forward to. What is coming? Are we going to do the pre-night now? Okay, well, if you're going to get that double bundle, let's give you the faceted version of those rounds as well. So faceted rounds of pre-night now with this lovely quality of fresh grape green. It's the only way I could describe it, grape green. It's got this really nice haziness about it. You know, if you love the lovely softer tones and the mystical qualities of a rose quartz type of feel, that's a similar mysticism about it. Beautiful, beautiful quality of internal texture. But then actually this gemstone is interesting because it can harness light, a little bit like kunzite. This gemstone has the ability to really draw in the light and hold it. So if you put it into a darkened room, you would actually get this gemstone glowing. It has a similar, not identical, a very similar but a different type of property to that of kunzite, and a different type of property to that of a phosphorescence, but very, very similar internal glowing capabilities. It's a very exciting stone to work with because you don't get many stones like this. You know, there's no colour gemstone that I can think of that has this mysticism about it to its freshness of those grape greens. I mean, perhaps the closest thing you could parallel it to was, oh my goodness me, I was about to say, see, I was going to say fluorite in terms of colour, but actually fluorite is much more spearmint green. So even then you can't parallel. I don't think there is another gemstone like this one. I do think it is something very, very different. You have got here a fantastic strand, 10 millimetre faceted rounds, 275 carats. We're going to go straight down on this price tag. We're going to give you the offer. Beautiful internal text just to add that natural quality to the gemstone. It means that every single stone will be unique to you and yours for the taking. $6.95. $6.95 for us. These are 10 millimetre, 10 mil pre-night faceted rounds. I mean, it's not just that you're getting the plain rounds. We've got to remember that you have, obviously, for that $6.95, that's sourcing the gemstone. That's, of course, transporting the gemstone, but it's also the faceting. It's somebody taking the time to hand cut these gemstones. It's not something that's been mass-produced, stamped out by a machine. This is hand-faceted detail that you're getting for £6.95. Absolutely incredible deal there. Truly, truly incredible. £6.95 and queues on the lines. Please do be patient with us. We'll process your call as fast as we possibly can. I will warn you that today we have a lot of people watching. We know that. We know there are a lot of people preparing themselves. I've had a lot of text messages about the loom as well. What time is it? When is it coming on? Will I get the chance? Do you know what? We have launched with small quantities before. We've learned our lesson on something like this where we've had so many requests for so long. We have a really good quantity on this. However, I would suggest, even with the quantity that we've got, it will be a case of first come, first serve. But I always say that on launches like this one. You know, you'll always find me say it's easier to know that you're going to buy it first than you're going to buy last and then miss out. So be prepared. I will give you a time on this, 11 o'clock. If you're watching on the live show, 11 o'clock. If you're watching on repeat, it's about an hour and a half's time. An hour and a half's time, I will be launching the loom. Okay, £6.95 for that gorgeous pre-night, faceted 10 mil rounds. Lovely freshness about those. And of course, if you're going to get the faceted, then you may as well get the plains within the chrome diopside bundle, because that would be a really nice bringing together of dynamic, wouldn't it? So that's coming our way. The double strand offer of chrome diopside with the unfaceted pre-night is coming later on in the show. Shall we do our first kit of the day? It's called Shimmy Shake. Shall we do that again? It's called, let's see just how good Tom is at shimmying. Are you ready? Let's see Tom shimmy. Ready? Go, Tom. Shimmy. Oh, he's got a good shimmy. Oh, he's not. Let's see how he shakes. Go, Tom. Shake. Similar. I'd suggest that the shimmy and the shake are very similar there, Tom. You need to work on that. I want some differential next time. We have got for you a fantastic shimmy shake jewellery kit. Now, look at this. 2 strands. 2 strands that you have got here. You have here black lavakite rounds. Just stunning. Can you see there? Can you see how the light is just playing off here? Lavakite is such an interesting gemstone because it has a very, very similar property to labradorite. It has a very similar light reaction. I often call it a moody sky of beauty, and you have got this intensity about it, but within that sky of real intensity, the thunder and the lightning is being held, and you can almost instantly, the moment the lightning reacts, the moment in those dark skies the lightning bolts through, you get this sudden light reaction, and that's it there. Can you see it just there? Oh. It has such a similar capability to that of labradorescence. It's a different gemstone. It is a very different gemstone. There you see, look at that. Just look at that. Beautiful reactive gemstone, really exciting. Very dynamic gemstone, you know, very much like the labradorite, where it has this property that creates such an incredible illusion of light reaction. Beautiful. So you've got 2 strands here of your larger strands, your larger gemstones, and those are 10mm lavakite. You're then getting a smaller strand, and this is what I mean by pretty much everything that we've done today has got something that leans towards the loom, something within its, whether it's combination that'll say, ah, yeah, that's going to be great for the loom. I would suggest that perhaps this is the one for you. Rose quartz seed beads, and they are so pretty. These are 2mm rounds, 2mm rounds, just such a pretty addition to any piece of jewellery to add that detail, that little delicate femininity. You really have got a chance to get something special from this strand. So there are your seed beads, your rose quartz seed beads. I always think about the combination of cashmere and pink. I always think that that's such a very elegant combination, and that's effectively what you're getting here. You're getting those dark greys and those cashmere tones against the pinks of your rose quartz. Now, interesting enough, the loom can take wire as well. So the loom is not just about using beading threads, you can loom with wire as well. Beading threads, you can use nylon threads, but you can loom with wire. And essentially, I'm wondering if perhaps this would be a nice way to loom with the 0.6. Do you reckon you could do it with a 0.6, Sarah?
You can. You probably can, but you'd have to be a little bit more forceful turning it round. But what you would need, what you could do is certainly use that for the actual warp threads that go across.
Yes.
And then use something like a beading thread or your nylon threads to go and do the beading across.
So you'd use the wire as almost again that structure that you could then weave in and out of with something a little bit more flexible. Yeah, that makes sense. So you've got here 10 meters of your 0.6mm pink colour silver plated copper wire. We're here adding lots more to your collection. You've got your beading thread, your monofilament and your elastic, and finally sterling silver. You've got your sterling silver. What do you mean I put a pen? Oh! Well, it was hiding. I didn't know you. I was about to say, and finally, your sterling silver, but no, I'm still got more to offer you. Wow. Okay, you're going to get a feature pendant as well on this one. This beautiful black onyx faceted oval shaped pendant. I'll tell you what I will do. Just look at this pendant. and then just see how nicely. I have got a strand coming up later. Oh, now this is a strand of distinction of onyx. Imagine that with a feature pendant. Look at that. Okay, that strand of onyx is coming up later on. It is a strand of distinction. The pendant is coming up within this kit, so maybe do both. Do both. Get one now, so get the pendant now and get the onyx later on. So you've got your onyx pendant as well as your over 40 pieces of sterling silver findings. That includes head pins and eye pins. It includes shepherd hooks and jump rings and crimp beads and boat ring clasps. Now, if you are new to jewellery making and you don't know what findings do and you don't know what a head pin can do or you don't know what a crimp bead, don't worry. Don't ever look at this. Don't ever look at this or look at Jewellery Maker and think that we'll do anything other than give you step-by-step support. And in fact, probably the best support to getting started into jewellery making is in this way. Free tutorial booklet and DVD with your purchase with us. So this gives you, as I say, all of the whys and wherefores. It tells you how to get started. It teaches you the instructions. It tells you what a crimp bead is. It tells you how to get going. All of those instructions come as part of your tutorial booklet, and also it's then backed up by a DVD. Free of charge with your purchase with us. There's a clip of how to roll a head pin, and that's part of the DVD that you will get free of charge from us. Really clear, very nice, simple instructions. Nothing to make it anything other than an enjoyable experience to get started into jewellery making. And this would be a great way to get into jewellery making, actually, because you've got a pendant which will make a very simple, stylish neckline piece, or perhaps a nice look for the wrist. You could then perhaps use some of the larger beads into nice stretchy bracelets if you want to keep it simple. Maybe go a bit of detail with the seed beads. You've got a nice range of gemstones to get started with. It comes with the wire. It comes with sterling silver. Probably one of the ultimate ways to create jewellery is by using precious metals. Of course, that's exactly what sterling silver is, precious metal. And you've got the chance to get all of this for one price tag. And now it's called Shimmy Shake Jewellery Kit. It could be and should be costing you over £35. In fact, if I want to be more precise about that, £37 this should be costing you. And yet, let's shimmy shake that price right down to £17.95. Pendant, 2 strands of lava kite, you've got your seed beads of rose quartz, you've got your wire. We've done a wire kit there as well. It's not just the gemstones, it's not just, hang on, I've just thought I'd go. I'm thinking, oh, it's the wire, oh, it's the gemstone. Sterling silver.
I know. Amazing.
It's sterling silver for £17.95. Oh my goodness me, I've got restricted stock offer on this one. I only have 50 left in stock. That's it, just 50 in stock. So if you do want to join me now is the time to react. Please don't hesitate, because if you hesitate, I'm ever so sorry, but you're going to miss out on this. £17.95 is all you pay. Absolutely incredible deal. I mean, it's stunning, isn't it? £17.95, sterling silver, Sarah.
I know. And with the wire, I hardly use the sterling silver, so I've still got loads and loads of sterling silver left.
Because you're getting over 40 pieces within the sterling silver pack.
Yeah.
And for those of you who are going, okay, so how far does 40 pieces go? Well, essentially, head pins are one of the bindings. They can do a lot of different looks, can't they?
They can.
But with the likes of, well, bolt ring clasps, that's either bracelets or neckline pieces. So that's at least 3 pieces like that. Then you've got shepherd hooks. You get 2 pairs of those. So that's at least 2 pairs of earrings. And that's just from the findings. And as Sarah so rightly touched on, she's just gone, yes, but I've got the wire, and so therefore I didn't need to use the sterling silver. And you've predominantly worked with the wire.
Yeah. The wire went so far, and I had loads of wire left over, even though I've made, what, 1, 2, 3, 4 wire pieces, including the wire choker sort of neckline piece. And, you know, there's so much wire gone into all of them, but I still probably had half my reel left.
It's amazing that, when, as you say, when you've put so much wire in as well, and into this one as well, you know, you haven't been anything other than generous with the detailing, and yet it's gone so far.
It does, it really does. I mean, you know, I'm always amazed when I get to an end of a reel of wire, because they just seem to go on and on and on. No matter what you're making, they just seem to last so long. And when you get to the end of one, it's a bit of a shock. It's like, oh, I've actually finished that one.
Yes, because you get so much, you can do so much with it. Now you've got lots of different styles with this. You've got lots of different, I think, like variants on the theme of working with the large to the small.
Yes.
Gorgeous, those rose quartz, beautiful. Just the delicate tone, aren't they?
They're very
really delicate.
And I've used them just to put the back of that
just
piece
to add
there.
detail.
Just to use those as a little detail there. And I just think they're so delicate. They're so beautiful.
And then you've used the pink with the cashmere, and that's what I was taught. I mean, I often say if you're going to wear cashmere, certainly the cashmere greys, then putting a nice delicate pink alongside it is just textbook elegance, and that's what you've really established with this bracelet.
Yes.
Are you going to show us how to make this?
We're going to show you how to make that one. Yes.
Perfect.
Yes.
Show me.
Okay, so it's a really good one if you're a beginner with wire. It's a great one because there's nothing too tricky with it. So it's probably one of the first wire work pieces I actually made.
Perfect. Oh, that's quite good.
Yeah. So to start off with, you will need to make a bracelet probably a metre and a half of wire. Okay. Just take it off the reel and sort of straighten it out with your fingers so it's not too springy. I've just got a short piece here. I'm going to show you how to make the first part, which is going to make actually part of your clasp. And what you need to do is to take your wire, and about 2 inches from the end of your wire, you need to hold it in your round nose pliers, and you're just going to push the wire away from you so you actually get a 90-degree angle. Then you're going to push it up to almost the end of the pliers, because we want quite a big loop here, because this is what our clasp is going to go through. And we're going to pull that wire back over the pliers, and it's so malleable it'll just go with you. And then just readjust and take it so you've got your long wire. If I get into the camera, there we go. You've got a long wire coming out. This is your long wire here, and you've got your short wire coming down at 90 degrees. Yeah. What I'm going to do is just keep hold of that wire in my pliers, and I'm just with my fingers going to wrap this around my longer wire, and this is actually just going to form a loop. So I'm just basically, it's like a wrapped loop, but I'm making more coils at the end here. And this is just to secure that. And that's as simple as it is. So if I take that off there, you can see I've got my long loop, and I can just cut that end piece off, and that will be part of my clasp, and just tidy that up so it's sitting perfectly. So in Blue Peter style, here's one I prepared earlier.
We like it.
Other programmes that do prep beforehand are available, I'm sure. And so there's my loop on the end. Yeah. And all I've done is added on as many of these beautiful beads. They're love kite, aren't they? Yeah. And I love the optical effects on these, they're gorgeous. And as many as you need for your bracelet. Bear in mind you're going to have a clasp, so if you want a 7.5-inch bracelet, do about 7 inches worth of beads, or slightly less. If you want an 8-inch bracelet, again, just make sure you measure that out.
And for those of you who are watching and going, oh, how would I know in terms of average lengths? 7.5 to 8 is probably an average size wrist. I mean, obviously, if you're doing for yourself, then it's you just can measure it for your own. And as you say, just take on board the idea of the clasp. But if you are making to sell or to give as a gift, 7.5 to 8 inches is probably the average. I always say that sometimes if you're making for somebody, it might be wise to perhaps, if you can, not on a necklace, on a bracelet like this, but perhaps extender chains, because then you don't have that oh no, I'm ever so sorry, it's not the right size. So.
What you can do is if you want to make some of your own, like a lone link chain, you can add that onto the end. Yeah, with as long as the links are big enough that you can get the clasp through, then they'll be able to adjust that if you're selling the jewellery, which is what I do if I'm making jewellery to sell, is I just make a little adjuster on there, and if they don't want it and don't need it, you can always take it off for them.
That's the nice thing about being able to make your own jewellery or for other people.
Really, really great to be able to do that. So I've got all my beads on. Yeah. And on my opposite end, I'm going to do another loop, the same as I did on the other end. But I'm going to leave a little gap before I put my pliers in. This is so I can put my wrapped loops can go in there. So I've got the same sort of gap as I've got at the other end. And again, I'm just going to do a little right angle, take my wire over, and wrap that around. Sorry, I've popped out a shot. There we go. So I've got my little wrapped loop. And then what I'm going to do is whichever is your dominant hand, hold that loop in your non-dominant hand.
Okay, my non-dominant hand.
I know, so if you're left-handed, that'll be your right-handed, and if you're right-handed, it's
Okay.
your left hand. And what you're going to do is take your wire across the top of that first bead and just hold it. The first one you do is the hardest because you're going to have to hold it and all the beads are going to want to move and roll around, and just wrap over, and so you're back to where you started. So you go round the core wire twice, and then you hold the wire again in exactly the same place you did the loop over. Hold the wire over, and once, twice. This will give you loads and loads of structure in this piece, and it actually, you can start to see it's already starting. Where I've wrapped, that's much firmer than this bit here, where they're all moving around. And you will just keep going, 1, 2, wrap over, 1,
like you say,
2.
that's the simplicity
of
getting started into wire work. I think sometimes you can be almost bowled over by its beauty, and I would be somebody who would sit and watch and go, oh heck, you know, I can appreciate it, but I don't think I could do it. But actually, when you see that, I mean, that's simple winding, isn't it?
It is. And I've just gone back over that wrapped loop again, to finish off, and now I can just clip in, get in there with my clippers, clip that off, and then I've made a really baby bracelet.
Baby bracelet.
Baby bracelet. And I'm just going to show you how to attach the clasp.
Okay.
And make the clasp, because the clasp again is made out of the wire. So it's really, really straightforward. You don't even need any of your silver for this. These are great if you're going to the beach and you don't want a precious piece of jewellery and you want to go in the sea and you don't care. Because if for any reason the sea was to attack the wire, when you get home you can just rewire it and you haven't damaged anything if you wanted to.
She's thinking about holidays. You can tell. Can you tell she's on a holiday?
I wish. I haven't got anything booked, which is completely unlike me.
Can I just say, I've literally got Claire going 5 weeks. 5 weeks. Claire, you're going on holiday in 5 weeks' time. Are you going on holiday in 5 weeks' time? I never knew that. Wow. Yeah. Can I go in your bag? Can I go in your luggage?
I would love to.
Oh, where are you going? Where's she going? The Caribbean. Okay, we're all going.
She's gonna
Get ready for overloaded luggage. That's all I could say.
I was going to say she's going to have the biggest bags ever, isn't she, when she goes on holiday? Okay, so all I've done to make my clasp is I've done the same again. So I've gone to make that wrapped loop. So I've got my short end sticking out the bottom and my long end sticking out this side. Now, before I make my wrapped loop, I'm going to attach it onto my bracelet like that. Okay, and then, oops, what I'm going to do is with this long end is I'm going to make my clasp. And what you need to do is, however long you want your clasp to be, you need this to be twice as long, this piece here. And we're just going to fold that back up. And it's going to tuck underneath that long end, like that. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah. Just tucked it under there and clasp that in there. And with your round pliers, just try and clasp the whole lot together. So I've got my little loop and my 2 ends. Yeah. And I'm going to take my end and wrap it around. So I'm now catching both of those pieces of wire together. This is making my clasp. So you can see I've got both my ends caught in there. Yeah. So if I, whoops, get out of the way, you. Cut that off. And I can just cut this one off as well. Whoops. In there. So I've now got a long double piece of wire. Yeah. And then I can just fold that back with my round nose pliers, like that. And then on the very, very end, just curl the end up. And there is your clasp, all made for you. Easy. How good is that? It's very, very simple and straightforward, but that was the one thing that I thought I'd never be able to make my own clasps and make them nice and neat and tidy. And I found that little technique and it just works absolutely perfectly. But catching that other end wire in there. Some techniques say take that back up and use it to make the wrapped loop. I find catching it inside and using the other end to make the wrapped loop. No, I think it's a great idea. Everything's tucked away and you've got no sharp edges or anything there. Yeah, it looks really pretty, and it looks really, really pretty. And that's your little bracelet finished. So that's a little bracelet for a very, very small person. Yes. But it's just to give you an example of how to make it. Yeah. So that's as simple as how you can get started into jewellery making, certainly with wire. I think Sarah's just shown you the simplicity and the effectiveness of jewellery making. So if you do fancy getting started into jewellery making, there's a toolkit just down there for £9.95. That's it.
Oh, £9.95 and you get everything that you want, and that includes all of the tools that you've just used, whether it's the wire cutters, that's the round nose pliers and the flat nose pliers. You get the little snippers, you get the tweezers, you get the storage box and everything like that. We can tell you more about that in our break later on, so that's good news. It's £9.95, but it basically means that you can get your jewellery jewellery making experience into action for less than £30, because it's £17.95. I mean, it's less than 30, and pretty much that's the postage sorted as well, isn't it? It's £31 with the postage and packing sorted, because postage and packaging is paid once for the whole day here at Jewellery Maker. So it means that once you made that delivery purchase, then you can keep on adding. It doesn't matter how heavy it is, how big it is, and of course you will have a big bundle to look forward to later on, because let's not forget that you've got that bead loom and you've got all of the nylon threads to come in one pack. So if you've paid your postage and packaging, that'll just be an added to your order offer. So if you do want to get involved into jewellery making and you've not done it yet, the free tutorial booklet and DVD comes with your first purchase, £17.95. Get the tools, and that's less than a tenner, and you're good to go for less than £28, just like that. So why not? Go on, give it a go. Why not? And with a 30-day money-back guarantee, the good news is already you've got that security of knowing that if it isn't right, and you've then made the jewellery, do you know what? You can still send it back to us. That's how so very, very passionate and our belief in is that jewellery making is so rewarding that you wouldn't want to send it back, is that we will give you that 30-day money-back guarantee even after you've made up the jewellery. Quite amazing, really. I don't know anywhere else that would do that. We've got lots still to look forward to, so don't go anywhere, but it's time for the Wall of Fame. I have got 2, 3, 4, and it's Una. Hi Una in Newcastle. She says, this is my entry for the Wall of Fame. I have been playing with the swelligance on a few pieces of lace in different colours. It is a great product and gives real structure to the lace. The necklace on the the necklace on the white bust has an accent of smoky quartz and antique bronze wire, and the necklace on the black bust has 4mm green aventurine and chartreuse wire. I put these pieces together to give a dated feel to them. Hope you like. We definitely do like Una, and we do have swelligant coming up later on as well. So if you are interested in getting that kind of Una effect, that lovely, that vintage style, keep watching. It's going to be a very special deal. I think you're going to enjoy it, so keep watching for that one. That just goes alongside all of the other deals that we've got coming up today as well.
Okay, I've got one. I know, it's 235, and this is from Sylvia.
Hi, Sylvia.
Hi, all at Jewellery Maker. I hope you're well. I'm looking forward to the fun and the gemstones this weekend. She says she hasn't had an entry on the Wall of Fame for a couple of weeks now, but here is cherry quartzite, octagons, and green jade in a three-piece suite. Made with silver and gold-plated findings, all from Jewellery Maker. And she's done some crochet work with the pink pot covers, with hematite rounds for the top, for a tighter fit, and fire agate to weight down the bottom.
Aww.
And those are from Sylvia.
Well done,
those
Sylvia.
Are amazing.
Really well done. Congratulations. I have 236. Pauline in Cheshire. She says, good morning all you lovelies at Jewellery Maker. This is my entry for the Wall of Fame. It's made using red jasper carnelian, rhodochrosite, a brush gold plate pendant, and findings all from JOM, of course. Love to all. Well, love right back to you, Pauline. And congratulations to you. Love how you've worked that centrepiece and just added around it. Gorgeous.
So rich, isn't it?
Yeah, isn't it?
Oh, lovely.
What colours going on here?
And I've got 237, and this is from Sue in Lynchfield. Hello, Sue. Here's my latest entry for the Wall of Fame. It's a necklace, earrings and bracelet set, all from Jewellery Maker, using garnet 1mm gold-plated wire and findings. And that's from Sue in Lynchfield. Isn't that lovely?
I really like that. Yeah, really nice. And I've got Carol in Havant. She says, lovely show again, and inspired by Natalia's designs earlier, I've tried to do something similar. Carnelian tubes and flowers, purple agate, hematite and peach agate. I've never combined colours such as purple and oranges of carnelian before, but I think it works. Love any comments. Do you know what? This is what I so love about jewellery making as an experiment, because things that you perhaps would never try before absolutely when you start to see them together. And sometimes it's texture or it's the shade of colour that works right. So you might like think orange and purple, you go, oh really, is that going to work? Yeah. But certain tones and certain shades and certain textures, and this one definitely works, Carol, 100%. So congratulations to you, you're doing a great job there, really nice. And nice to, as you say, nice to explore that colour combination for yourself. Lovely. We have got lots to look forward to here on the show. 11 o'clock, so what time is it? Hang on, I'm coming back. So I was just looking at the clock. The clock's around the corner. So about an hour's time. About an hour's time we will be launching the bead loom, but we've got lots more to fit in. As I say, we do have Swelligant. I've got some brand new strands. I've got chrome dyed upside double strand nuggets coming up. And if that wasn't enough, how about this? Now, I've got a little bit of something special to tell you. First of all, this is coming up with restricted stock.
It's beautiful.
But what I can also tell you is that this is coming your way at one of the most incredible offers. Because not only am I going to give you this strand, I'm going to give you another strand of spinel for free. Straight after this.
We all know you need the right tools for the job, so here at Jewellery Maker we have designed a kit to make sure you have all the essentials to join in with the fun. With round nose, flat nose and wire cutter pliers, as well as a reamer, tweezers and a bead scoop, you've got everything you need in one place for just $9.95. We provide the tools, you provide the skills.
If for any reason you're not satisfied, you have the benefit of our no-quibble 30-day money-back guarantee. Just complete the returns form enclosed with your goods and send them back for a full refund.
There are 2 easy ways to purchase from Jewellery Maker. You can watch our show on Sky, Virgin, Freeview or FreeSat and call our free phone number where you'll be put through to our friendly help team who can place your order. Alternatively, you can go to our website and click the sign up button. Once you have filled in the required details, you can start shopping. You can watch the show by clicking the On Air Now button on the front page. You can also use our quick search tool and narrow down your results. Once you have found an item that you like, you simply click on the Buy Now button and the item will be added to your basket. Don't forget that you can add as many items to your basket per day for only 1 P&P. Enjoy shopping with Jewellery Maker.
When you place your first order with us, you will receive a free booklet and DVD full of handy hints, tips and tutorials to help you get started with your new Jewellery Maker hobby.
If you have a question or query for Jewellery Maker, then you can contact our call centre on 0800 644 655 and press option 2. Or alternatively, you can email help@jewellerymaker.com.
Welcome back, and it's lovely to have your company here on Jewellery Maker. We have got probably just under an hour to go before we introduce to you, yes, it's the bleed, not the bleed loom, and that would be wrong, bead loom offer. Yes, the bead loom coming together with all of these amazing nylon threads, the colours. Oh, they've got Kim, my producer. She's all juicy with it. Oh, yes. Lovely. Not what I meant. She loves the juicy colours. Lovely look. Lovely look. Coming away later on in the show. We have, though, in the meantime, coated chalcedony. Coated chalcedony is mystical, ethereal, got this beautiful, almost magical like quality. It feels quite angelic, doesn't it? You know, the quality of that sheen is just, it's got something special about it. It really has got that angelic like flavour. There's a little bit like pixie dust has come and been sprinkled upon it.
I can't believe how beautiful they are. They're just, words don't come. They're just amazing optical quality on there, but just the beauty that comes off those gemstones, and I just don't think you could possibly make jewellery that doesn't look amazing no matter what you put them with.
Yeah, see, I often say is that your result is only as good as what you put into it, whether that's your workmanship, whether that's your ingredients. It all has to be right to then get the right results. And I think that Sarah's probably hit the nail on the head, that the quality of this ingredient is so good that the resulting jewellery is going to be absolutely startling. You know, it's going to have that real sense of, and a real sense of unique beauty, because I've never seen gemstones like this before in the high street. I've never seen jewellery like this elsewhere. And that's what I mean by when you're making your jewellery and buying from somewhere like Jewellery Maker, the good thing is that we're bringing you individuality, we're bringing you opportunity. Now, I did say to you restricted stock. Before the break I said two things, restricted stock, and I also said that you buy this strand and I'm going to give you another strand for free. And I did say the word spinel. And if I say it, I've got to do it. And do it I shall. Yes, we are bringing you seed beads of spinel with this offer. You're going to buy the chalcedony, this incredible angelic-like quality of chalcedony, working alongside your seed beads of black spinel, 3mm rounds of black spinel. I can't quite believe I'm going to say this, but your price tag is just unmissable. Quite simply, if you tried to buy the chalcedony on its own right now, you would be paying the price you're about to pay for both of these strands. We are effectively giving you the spinel for free. What price tag is it going to go for? Well, the price point for both of these, please don't mistake this, this is both strands for this price tag, is just $21.95. $21.95, and I only have 30 left in the vault. That's it, 30 available at $21.95. I mean, you might actually go for that Chanel-esque look from this combination and go very monochrome. You might just go for that delicate monochrome because of that shimmer of the chalcedony. Perhaps it certainly has got that designer influence about it. But the jet black beauty of spinel, I mean, it has almost black diamond connotations because of its lustrous capabilities. $21.95. Would you break them into each other? Would you perhaps weave them inside so you've got that contrast of size and colour? Or would you perhaps use the spinel into the loom and do yourself, maybe working it with some hot pink? Oh, what about weaving with the pink nylon with then the black spinel? That would be nice. Oh, well, hang on, I found the colour that I think I would do it with. $21.95. That spinel is free. That is for free. $21.95 for your chalcedony and your spinel. And if you tried to buy just the chalcedony, if you tried to purchase just this one strand, that would be $21.95. That is, not would, but that is $21.95. Or it is while stocks last. May I just say to you now, I have got less than 20 in the vault. Less than 20 available on the most free phone number, 0800 644 655. Or of course you can join us on the web if you prefer it, www.jewellerymaker.com. Whichever way you'd like to join us today, please can I ask you to be patient with us on our lines and also to be expecting that you know, these are first come first served offers. I know there's a lot of people tuning in, especially for the loom, so because of that there's a lot of people purchasing. It's about an hour away to go, okay, just an hour to go. Congratulations if you got that spinel and the chalcedony as well. Gorgeous, gorgeous. Straight on. Oh, I've had a conversation about this one. I've had a conversation. Now, often is the case, when you say conversation, you often mean disagreement. But actually, the exact opposite. No disagreement going on this one, Kim. Not at all. Kim and I, we agreed. Yay! Woo! Kim and I agreed on price. Never happens. She's always like, I'm going to take it lower, and I'm like, that, don't mess around. And then she'll go, I'm going to take this price. I go, let's take it lower. There's always some kind of yin and yang going on with Kim and I, isn't it? Right. Not in a bad way. Honestly, she's just Well, she says it's bad, I say it's good. That's what I mean, we never agree. No, I'm joking. This is the conversation of the morning. Me going, oh, that's gorgeous. Kim going, I know. And me going, what price? She told me the price. I went, yeah. That's as simple as it was. Simple, quote unquote, how it went. Although I will say that Kim doesn't have a northern accent. She doesn't have any kind of Geordiness. Shame, really. We have got here this just rocks. God, blimey, these are truly magnificent. Okay, now let me explain what's about to happen, because the reason that I couldn't be anything other than amazed by what Kim is going to do. We are bringing you 2 strands. You can see that for yourself. I'll just take you through what exactly we're about to do. You have got a strand of Botswana agate, one of our most popular gemstones in our vault. With Botswana agate, the pattern and the print makes it sell. I mean, the fact is that whenever we have Botswana agate in our vault, we are ordering more before it sells out, because we know it's going to sell out. It is a simple must-have gemstone in our vaults. There has been times where we haven't been able to source it, and certainly not in recent time that it's been easy to come by, but we know how much you adore it. I mean, that one is just extra. Every single one of these is extraordinary, so special. I mean, that alone, just that one centerpiece with perhaps a little bit of detail of beading thread in a nice, maybe perhaps some macrame, or perhaps you could wire cage this, you know, make that one feature, and what a centerpiece that would be. Oh, I'm wondering if perhaps you could work alongside this with maybe some smoky quartz, so that you've got a real depth of bringing it. You know, every one of these gemstones has that. Look at this one, look at this one. Oh no, look at that one. Look at them. They are extraordinary. Do you know what they remind me of? Now here's one for you. You know when, probably what must be the maybe late 80s. No, you don't remember that because you weren't born. Shut up, you lot. Just reminded me how old I am on Sunday. Thanks very much. We had a thing going on in the 80s. We had a thing going on in the 80s where there were pictures that were one picture, but then you looked at them again and there were another picture.
Oh, yes.
And they were normally some kind of print or pattern. There was some kind of formation, normally swirling, but if you looked at them and it would look like one way. Is that what they're called? Magic eyes. That's it. They were really popular. My husband had loads of them.
You kind of had to squint at them somehow, and they
I
sort of wait into focus.
Yeah, I could never do it. No. I've never been able to do that, like look at it in a different way. I've never been able to do it. But actually, the one, if you just looked at them once and you couldn't do it, they were still quite hallucinogenic. Yeah, they're like, you were entranced by them. Yeah. You know, like you look at them and you just kind of don't want to take your eyes off, because you're always seeing something different within the shape. That's what you've got with this gemstone. It has that real entrancing quality, every single band and every single movement within the gem. And each one of those gemstones has got that almost entrancing like capability.
I just love Botswana agate for that whole thing, that each one is just so unique, so different, such personality in each gemstone.
Yes.
And, you know, the colours that come through them as well. You've just got such a play of colours, from your sort of really light sort of mustardy browns right through, all the way through to your baby greys, and they're just amazing. I love them. They
are outlandish. They're 16 mil as well, so it means you've got the size that really highlights. Look at it, look at the gold.
I just want to make a really bold, stand off your finger ring with one of those on the top.
Would you?
I would, just because I love the fact that those patterns are there and you could see them, and it would be there on your hand, so you'd be able to see them all day as well.
Wow.
Just a really, yeah.
Cool, that would be a chunky monkey, that one, wouldn't it?
I know, really high, proud, stand-off, knuckle duster type ring.
I was just going to say, yes. Don't get into a fight with them, that's all I'm going to say. So you've got the Botswana, and to match alongside it. And I have to say, these work so well together. They're made to be together. You've got your multicolour agate as well, and those are your 14mm. And you can see, I mean, you can almost not distinguish between the two of them. The difference is that the Botswana is unfaceted, and as you can see there, the multicolour agate is actually faceted. So that I would say, but by the two of them, they both have equal capabilities of beauty and individuality. Right. Now then, I've talked about the gemstones and I've had a bit of a moment with how gorgeous they are, but actually what I need to highlight is the pricing of these, because there is a little bit of nonsensical stuff going on with this offer, to the point where I may as well just say it. Let's not try and understand it, but let's just enjoy it. And trust me, you will get these home and you will do a jig in the house with the price that you have got, because the price alone for the Botswana agate is $17.95. Okay? Big size, a majestic gemstone, truly entrancing. $17.95. Now wait for this. That one strand is $17.95. That's not an exaggeration, that's not a roundabout, that's exactly the price that you will find on our website. The 2-strand offer is $14.95.
That doesn't add up.
Now do you get, okay. Do I need to say that just one more time? Just to effectively say, one strand is $17.95, 2 strands are $14.95. So effectively, you're getting 1 strand for free, and you're saving a further £3, which is basically your postage and packaging. I will say to you, there's no point in trying to work it out. There is no point in trying to get into the head of Kim. I've tried. It's a scary place. Don't do it. You know, it comes with some kind of, you know, health and safety options. $14.95 is all you pay. Less than £15. That one strand alone is, and the thing is that you can actually go and do your research on that one price on our website, and that's the thing about it, that is so ludicrous. Yeah, this is the day for deals. This is the day for deals. I do believe
Definitely.
that.
Yeah.
It's the day for deals, because it's delicious day. $14.95. You can tell I've had a couple of days off now. The puns are there on the back of my tongue. $14.95. Now I will have to show you the jewellery that's been made of this, because I think this has inspired you. I'm sure it will have inspired you. Well, I think the price will have probably inspired you. Just take a look at how gorgeous this jewellery is. How fabulous is that? Isn't that fantastic? I mean, that is just such a luxury feel. And of course, the gold wire, the 0.6 wire that we're going to be doing later on with Sarah's challenges, well, these would work fantastically well within this design remit. You know, to get that lovely extension of detail within a long neckline piece, to get that detail within perhaps a nice pair of earrings like so. What a great look. What a fantastic offer. Again, as I say, it's just breaking down that price point and actually not even trying to make sense of it. Not trying to go, oh, how have they done that? Or why are they doing that? Don't think about it, just enjoy it.
It's too early in the morning to think about that. I've given up.
Just, yeah, just buy it and just know it's a great price.
Definitely, definitely.
You know, £17 for one, or actually £18, let's be more. £18 for one, or £15 for two. I like that kind of deal. I like that kind of offer. We need more of those kind of offers, Kim. She says she's going to work on it. Right then, straight on. Oh, I saw these earlier on, but we didn't get round to talking about them. I did see these. Oh, these are so pretty. So pretty. Look at these. Absolutely gorgeous. Oh, Oh, my goodness me. What a pretty look. And I mean, they have to be sterling silver. Why do they have to be? Because you can tell by the aesthetics. You can tell by the actual feel of these. I often think that silver, it doesn't just feel different. I think silver feels different. It's something about, I don't know whether it's the density of the metal or whether it's the texture of it. There is something when you pick up silver, you just know it's precious. You know that it's special. And I think in particular with pieces like this, because you're getting so much detail, it's so much intricacy, you want to feel them, you actually want to have that tactility about them, because there's a cavaciousness, there's a movement, but that's what Mother Nature creates. She doesn't do something flat, she gives you undulations, she gives you a beautiful dynamism of individuality, and that's what you've really got created within these beautiful sterling silver connectors. You've got that cavaciousness. I'll just lift that up. Can you see how the leaves are slightly curling? I mean, we haven't just gone for a flat design. I'm sure a flat design would have been much cheaper and much easier to perform, but actually we want the intricacy of craftsmanship. You want to add that layer of unique beauty to your jewellery. You know, if you go to the likes of Bond Street, if you go to the Rue de la Mer in Paris, or the Golden Triangle in Milan, if you go to any of those locations, you're looking at designer jewellery that has got that one set of something special about it. Right? You can go to your high street stores, or you can go to your boutique jewelers. The difference is the intricacy and the detail, and that's when you want to create your jewelry that has that higher regard, that level of intricacy. Look at that. Really beautiful. So connectors that could be used, perhaps a little charm and a bracelet, perhaps a lovely little perhaps feature ring. I mean, actually, just thinking about it, like that sterling silver ring. Oh, that would look cute, wouldn't it? Sterling silver wire.
If you had like a flat stone underneath, perhaps, as well, you could pop that on top of it.
Nice.
Yeah.
There's lots of potential with these. Now you're going to get 2 of the silver and 2 of the gold-plated silver. So you should be paying almost £13 for these. Should be paying almost £13, and it's the detail, it's just that element of adding that extra something special that really will make the difference to your jewellery making. You should be paying closer to £13. Your price is actually, is it now? Well, that's gone lower than I thought it would go. That has gone lower than I thought it would go. £7.95 for those 4. I'm really impressed by that. Remember, these are sterling silver. They're not the silver plated that you can get elsewhere. They're not nickel based. You know, these are sterling silver, 92.5% pure silver, which means that you're going to have a huge impact. And again, I mean, if you just think about how much would a sterling silver ring cost you, use perhaps a nice silver wire, and then just use just one of those as a centerpiece, how much would you expect to pay? Or let alone that, how much would you expect to charge to create a sterling silver ring? Because essentially that's the detail that becomes the centerpiece to your jewelry. That's the piece that will make this a standout piece of jewelry that you're creating, and yet they're costing you less than £2 a piece. Less than £2 for the detail, the intricacy of craftsmanship, beautiful silversmith design, and £7.95 for all 4. Congratulations if you've got those. Beautiful, truly beautiful, so pretty. Okay, straight on. Where are we moving on to? Now perhaps I should have kept those gorgeous connectors out, because just eat my own hair. What about this? And Sarah did suggest perhaps just putting a gemstone. You could put a gemstone behind. Well, if you're going to do it, why not do it with a stand of distinction like this onyx? Wouldn't that just add such an amazing detail to the center of a design like this? These are significant feature black onyx. You're talking about dramatic and seductive, illuminating light reaction, and that's the best way to describe a gem like this: illuminating luster. This is a gemstone that dazzles on its own behalf. You've got here an almost Yeah, I've paused and I've said this because I want to say it specifically. If you went to, we've talked about boutique jewelers, but I mean, if we want to go to a very specific place, if you went to a location called Place Vendôme, so Place Vendôme in Paris, you would find a boutique location where essentially one very, very world-renowned jewellers would be found, and that one world-renowned jewellers works with diamonds to probably the finest of degree. Within that jeweller's shop, there are black diamonds, I've no hesitation, that are hot rocks, the size of a gemstone like this sitting, costing you multiples of thousands, if not closer to millions of pounds. I mean, that's the type of impact that they look for their black diamonds. Now, if you went to that Parisian location and you had that kind of money, that's great. But if you wanted to get that essence of unique black diamond-like luster, I can't imagine another gemstone. Even with the black spinel that we've had earlier on, I don't believe that you'd get anything quite like this quality of luster, because this is dazzling luster. This is dynamic luster. And for those of you who are just starting to learn about what is luster, what is brilliance, well, you would never get anything like brilliance inside a gemstone like this, because it has no translucency, so no light play can transfer through the gemstone. Actually, what you have here is a very opaque stone. It means that your intensity of colour creates the ultimate luster. Luster is the surface shine of a gemstone. And the reason that these have been faceted so well is because this gemstone of this regard and of this grade has such incredible luster that you need perfect lapidary work to really magnify and really optimize on its natural potential. And that's what you're seeing here. It's light play reaction to top quality lapidary work. It's really, it's almost like, I was about to say, it's almost like we know what we're doing. Well, I would think so. I would like to think so after so long we've been working in the jewelry industry that we have. We're a sister, we're a family, and this is a sister channel to of course, Gems TV. Gems TV is the longest running jewelry channel. It's coming up to, I think, something like 11 years now that Gems TV's been with you. So we know our gemstones. We are passionate about making sure when we source gemstones that we also look after them and we treasure them and we cut them appropriately. We have one of the world's finest lapidarists working with us. Of course, if you've heard of Glenn Leary, you'll have seen some of his exceptional artistry to gemstones. He works alongside Gems TV because of his passion that equals our own, to make sure that when you cut a gemstone, you cut it to the quality it deserves. You know, I'm not going to say that every gemstone deserves this type of faceting, because actually not every gemstone has this regard, this quality about it. It's a strand of distinction because you've got the quality of the gemstone matched by the quality of the cut, and that's something that we take pride in. This is true strand of distinction, and it's yours for $16.95. How's that for a price tag? They're probably the largest gemstone I've done in a strand of distinction. I don't think I've done a gemstone of distinction in this size. I'm trying to think, have I even done anything close to this? I can't think of anything that's been close. 11mm, certainly one of the largest sizes I've ever seen for a strand of distinction. But that's because onyx is not a gemstone that is small crystal. You know, when you start to think of an onyx forming, you don't see it in very small crystal formations. But sometimes, often is the case, the larger a crystal structure, the more exposed it is to imperfections. You know, we've got to face the fact that the larger a gemstone is, you are likely to see less perfection. But not here. The larger it becomes, the more majestic it becomes because of the way it's been cut. We're talking there, $16.95, a strand of distinction, certainly one of the largest strands that I've done. 11mm faceted rounds. 30cm strand, and it's going to go a long way, this strand, isn't it?
It is. And, you can either choose to make a suite of jewellery for an evening occasion and use it possibly with those beautiful, I've forgotten what they are, the chalcedony that you've got there.
Oh, with the, yes, the coated chalcedony.
And make the most amazing suite of evening jewellery.
Gosh.
Oh,
wow.
You know, you can choose to make absolutely wow factor impact earrings and take it and make it loads and loads of different pairs of earrings. Use a little of your silver wire in there. Use your, you know, your precious sterling silver findings with it. That's gorgeous.
Wow.
You know,
Look
and because it's one of your palette colours, you know, it's one of your blank palette colours, you know, with it being black, you can put anything else you want with it and it will just make them look amazing.
And this is what I find fascinating with a gemstone like this, is just that it's often used as a silhouette gem, you know, use it as a background stone. But with a strand like this, it's not going to be a background colour, it's not going to be a background gemstone. No. This is going to be the feature, this is going to be the highlight, this is going to be the centrepiece. Amazing offer, £16.95. Congratulations if you got that truly majestic look for less than £17. Oh, where shall I go? What shall I do? Sorry. Ah, God, I did. Where are you? Oh, is it it is the tiger's eye that we did. We're doing your challenge.
No.
Oh yes.
Ooh.
Oh yes. Sarah's challenge. How are you finding it? I know that you've been a bit busy. So
I have. I've got the basis of a necklace started, so it's there.
With some wire.
Yes.
Because you do get wire with this as well, which is a bonus.
Yeah, I'm using the
jasper, are you?
The jasper at the moment, so that's the base of a necklace sorted. So I've got the pendant and the structure sorted. So I'm just going to put the extra bits in there.
Nice.
And then I think I'm going to use a little bit of gizmo work with the tigered eyes tubes, because the way that they're faceted, I think the gizmo may sit in those facets and actually go round. So I'm going to have a play and see if I can get that to work.
You mean because of the twist? You reckon you can gizmo over the twist?
Inside the actual twist channel. And maybe make a bracelet with that gizmo twist around there. See if it works.
She's twisting down the channel. Oh, my goodness me. Right then. right then. Now, we did introduce this to you earlier on, and I know there was a lot of people, including myself, who wanted to just get to the price. I showed it to you when we stood with you, when we set the challenge with Sarah, and a lot of people, and as I say, myself included, I just wanted to get to the price when we were looking at it. Thank you for your patience. Patience is always rewarded, because we are doing something very, very special. If you liked it before, you're gonna like it even more now when I announce the price tag. Now, we did suggest less than 30, and then Kim said, no, less than 20. Less than £20 for 4 strands of feature tiger's eye. 4 strands. Now that's your twisted columns, that's these beautiful ovals, plus 2 of the seed bead tiger's eye. And of course, we know that we've got the bead loom launching in probably about half an hour's time, I would guess. Around less than that. Kim says she can't hold back. It might be even before that, because there's lots of people asking for it and she doesn't want to disappoint. So it might be even before 11 o'clock, might it? Ooh, get you little tease. Oh, she's looming us in. So, you are actually a lasso. This is happening very, very soon. Now, because the bead loom's coming, we're trying to do our best to do lots of bead loom products. So we're trying to do lots of related opportunities. And you can see here the tiger's eye is coming up. So the seed beads of tiger's eye are going to be perfect for the bead loom as well. So this is all together, plus the wire as well. So you're getting 10 meters of the 0.6mm gauge in the gold wire. You're getting 2 of your tiger's eye. That's your blue and your yellow tiger's eye. Plus you're also getting a gorgeous strand of, I beg your pardon, blue and your red tiger's eye, do beg your pardon there, and you're getting truly gorgeous rich golden tones from your twisted columns and your ovals, all together for one price tag. Now you should be paying over £24. I think that's a really decent price tag. That's saying that means you're saying 55555. So I think that's fair dues. I think it's absolutely fair dues to say that price point. But you know what? You know how I said we're definitely going to be able to do this for less than 20? And if we're doing it less than 20, I think most of us would assume then that's going to be 19.95. You would though, wouldn't you?
Well, yeah.
I'm a bit of a cynic like that. If somebody says to me, oh, less than £20, I go, okay, penny, 19.99. All right then. Actually, I think that that's fair again.
It is.
I think that's an absolutely fair point of pricing for that combination. First of all, it's Tiger's Eye, a very strong gemstone within the vaults here at Jewellery Maker. It's the wire which everybody wants as well. So less than 20, and it's not 19.95, and it's not 18.95, and it's not 17. No, 16.95. 4 strands of Tiger's Eye. Those twists, those alone surely would be $14.95, $12.95 minimum. Look at the beauty of those. The craftsmanship, absolutely extraordinary.
Beautiful.
That's like twisted caramel, isn't it?
It is. And they are so tactile, so smooth, so you can't help but want to put them into something. And the way the light plays off those twists as well, and you get the optical effect that comes out, is even more enhanced because of the facet. And
it's just got that almost like a wave effect, you know, that ripple effect.
And if you struggle to make gentleman's jewellery, I feel that these are very much something you can put in a gentleman's jewellery.
That's a good idea.
Especially, you know, with lots of the hemp and things like that, I think they would look amazing in gentleman's jewellery.
You could almost just use one and have that as a centerpiece almost, couldn't you? You know, I know quite a lot of gents who have like the cord necklaces often have just one elongated stone to their, like, almost to the Adam's apple, and then they have the cord, so that would be a great length across the neckline.
And they'd also work really nicely if you're making some of the wrap style bracelets where you actually need like a button to fasten them because you use the cord.
Idea.
You could use one of those as like a toggle button as well, and they would look amazing. And again, thinking of gentleman's jewellery and using all the sort of macrame and knotting techniques, they're amazing. They're just absolutely amazing.
And I was just thinking, you just made me think as well that I've been thinking about them crossways, but because of the length of them, they would look amazing in almost a, you know, ladder-esque weave, you know, just being banded side by side like so across the width.
Yes.
Look at those as a combination. That would look incredible.
It would. And, you know, if you were doing your knotting techniques as well, you could quite easily make them go that way and have a really soft tactile bracelet and really have a fluid style piece.
Yeah.
And I think that they'd look amazing. They're an amazing piece. And then of course you've got everything else in there as well.
I was going to say, but we talked about those all the time, and yet look at this, you've got your seed beads and you've got your ovals and you've got the wire, and it was still $16.95. I have got a lot of people who are on the line, and rightly so, people making the most of our pricing today. And of course, let's not underestimate that today was already going to be a busy day based on what we've got available to you outside of the bead loom launch. So we already knew that it was going to be a busy day, lots of people watching, and we've made the most of that by giving you deals like this one. 4 strands of Tiger's Eye plus your wire for $16.95. Just glorious. Look at that close-up. That's just a beauty. Really gorgeous. $16.95. Lovely. Now then. Oh, now then. How about we go with a little bit of vibrant. Oh, is that it? Okay, this is going to be fast on and fast off. I've just been told the quantity, and this really is going to be on and off in a second. Very low, probably lower than I would ever normally put it. Okay, yeah, it's right on the borderline of us not being able to put it to air. The quantity is so restricted. Okay, so you're getting your 5 headbands. And as I always say, these are designed for purpose. They're not just your standard headbands you would walk into a local accessory shop and get. These are designed for purpose. They've actually got that curvaceousness, but they've also got the strength in them. They've got that easiness of wire attachment potential as well. So these are designed for purpose. 5 of those, plus you're also going to get colour zing. Look at that. Pink and green, but that doesn't do it justice. You can't call it just pink and green. You'd say they're emerald green and fuchsia pink. That power block. And just thinking that tomorrow, if you tune in, I know that I have got a brand new tool to launch. Not even Sarah knows about this yet, but we have got a bead pearl reamer and knotting tool, so you can knot your own pearls. Boom! We're on fire at the moment now, aren't we?
Spoiling us. Completely.
And aren't we just?
Yeah.
With these new products, we are really spoiling you. You have got not just the pearls, you're getting the wire as well to match. Look at that colour combo. Oh, bring it together. That is such a youthful, funky style, you know, colour combination, isn't it? I'm going to have to get the pricing because I have got, how many left? Oh, 20 left. That's it. 20 left. The pearls on their own are $14.95. But how about we do the wire, we do the pearls, and we do the hairbands for silly, silly price. Silly, silly price. I used to work with him, one of our producers a long time, Martin, just a fantastic gentleman, and that's the right word for him, he was a gentleman, and he used to sit and in my ear, and obviously I've got Kim talking to me, I've got my director talking to me, and the one thing he'd always say, he'd bring in the price, and literally all the time he'd go, silly, silly price. Silly, silly, and that would be it. That would be all of his information. That would be all he'd say to us for the rest of the whole of the time. I'd just be chatting on him and kept going, silly, silly price. Brilliant, genius. Kim, can we have a bit of silly, silly pricing in my ear now? Lovely, $16.95, congratulations to you, brilliant. I expect that to be taken now. You are now going to be Martin. From this point onwards, I expect you to always say to me, silly, silly price. Now, what would you expect him to look like? You would expect him to have some kind of dapper facial hair, wouldn't you?
Probably a slightly more mature gentleman. Yeah.
Quite right. He was, and he was just lovely. And I have no idea what's happened to him. I don't know where he's gone or what he's doing, but I wish him well, that's all. Where am I going? Shall we go to the second challenge? Right, challenge number 2.
Yes.
Challenge number 2. We gave not just Sarah, because we're feeling nice, we didn't just give her the Tiger's Eye bundle, but we also gave her this lovely compliment of the You're going to do what? And how much is this strand? By itself? Yeah. So you've got your faceted long rice beads. These are 30 by 10. Picture jasper. Look at those. My goodness me. Now, if you went on our website right now, can I just say, I feel like Kim, it feels like she's lost a little bit of perspective. That's what it feels like. I feel like, she said she's bringing the graphics in, so it's a done deal now. Silly, silly. No, the thing is that if you went on our website right now, and you went and tried to find this, which you would find by itself, all by itself, $13.45. That's your price tag. Quality, it's the finish, it's faceted, it's something that we don't have a lot of, and I will say it's brand new and it's picture jasper. It's $13.45. Size does count when it comes to this gemstone in terms of quality and in terms of beauty. I am going to tell you now, although $13.45 is the price tag for the jasper alone, you're also going to get 10 meters of your 0.6 mil gauge wire for $9.95. She's done it again.
Silly price.
Exactly. Silly, silly price. I wonder if his ears are burning. I wonder if Martin's ears are burning somewhere in the world, wherever he is.
Bless him.
I know. Oh. I wonder if it is. But if it would be this left ear, because obviously left ear burns for love. Right ear, but yeah. If your left ear ever burns, well, left for love, right for Not so much love. $9.95. $9.95. Which one's burning for me? No, don't tell me. $9.95 is all you pay. I can't believe we did that. £13.45. £13.45 for that strand alone. And for those people who are trying to do a price comparison, don't do a price comparison elsewhere just yet. Use your 30-day money-back guarantee for that. If you want to do a direct comparison right now, do it on our website. Go to www.jewellerymaker.com and find this. So type in picture Jasper, you'll find this strand and it'll be £13.45 on our website. Then we're giving you the wire, but we're taking it to $9.95. Where's the logic? Where's the logic? Nil point for the logic. Nil point. Eurovision soon.
That's come round quick.
Yeah, exciting. Oh, there's nothing like having a bit of a Eurovision party. Oh, I love me Euro. And then you have to speak in whatever language you like. So you have to, if you have, this is the brilliant thing. So you obviously need to choose who's going to be your winner before you even hear. Right, so before you hear them, you then have to choose who's going to win. Right, so I might go for Estonia this year. Okay, you then have to speak Estonian for the rest of the night, because of course that's the Eurovision.
Maybe give us an example of that.
Estonian. Well, I wouldn't want to do that because obviously I wouldn't want to upset any Estonians. In truth, I wouldn't want to do that. But yeah, that's a great party. Yeah. Going to do that?
I normally, Terry Wogan always used to do it, didn't he? And
Not anymore.
Not anymore, no. But as the night used to go on, he used to get drunker and drunker. You could hear in his voice. So you had to try and emulate how drunk Terry Wogan was by your drinking.
You were paralleling. You were trying to get equally as drunk.
Yeah.
Excellent. We're not endorsing that here at Jewellery Maker, but hey. $9.95 is all you pay. Congratulations if you've joined us. It is a free phone number that you're dialing, 0800 644 655. The logic of this one, it really doesn't, there is none. There is absolutely no logic. I was trying to think of the logic, but there is none. That's $13.45. That together is $9.95. The quality hasn't changed. Oh, that's for sure. The quality hasn't changed, the price has. Make the most of it. Shall we do some, what? Shall we? Shall we?
Oh, yes.
Tell me quantity though, Kim. Yeah, okay. I would classify this as restricted stock. I would classify this as a restricted stock offer. Now you're going to get essentially 3 strands because you're getting a double strand of your chrome diopside and you're getting a single strand of your pre-night. Please, please pick up the phone early on this one. Anybody who's on that website of www.jewellerymaker.com, if you're there, get clicking. Click now to buy this one. Essentially, I would classify this as a limited stock offer. I would absolutely, I mean, it's a decent stock, but in all honesty, in price and in opportunity of gemstone, it is a restricted stock. It is. It is chrome diopside. It's chrome diopside. Now, if you want to be more specific about that, there is one place on the planet to source this gemstone right now that gives you this colouring. To my thought process, there's only one place that could really deliver this colour, and it's Russia. Now, if you're going to talk about Russian diopside, you have to accept that you're talking about one of the most challenging mining locations on the planet. The climate is literally sub-zero, and I mean not sub-zero every so often. I'm saying 9 months of the year we're talking sub-zero climate, and actually this gemstone can only be sourced, it can only be mined for around 3 to 4 months of the year, full stop. Outside of that time, the ground is too hard, you just cannot penetrate, you cannot get into the ground to source the gemstone. The mining community in Russia do not live within the Ural Mountains. When it goes to the winter time, they obviously leave. Returning miners year on year are getting to a point where the restrictions are huge on this gemstone because the miners don't want to go back. It's too cold, it's too difficult to storage. If you want to see the mining region, let's have a look at this. This just shows you just how cold it is. Now, for somebody like myself who's had the privilege of, I've lived in Antarctica, I've been in Antarctica. Yeah, well, I've not quite lived there, it's not quite true. But I was in Antarctica for nearly 2 months. And I was in Antarctica for 2 months and I was in minus 50, right? I can promise you, right? You couldn't even see my eyes with the amount of layers I had on. You couldn't expose your face, you couldn't blink without your eyes getting stuck. It was that cold. I took my glove off once to try and get the video camera to work because the video camera had got stuck in this minus 50. And I took my hand off and I literally did that and I couldn't move my hand. It was instant. So I had to go straight back inside, otherwise I'd have got frostbite. It's that cold. That's the conditions that the miners go to. Obviously, they don't mine in those conditions to the minus 50 because, of course, that probably would be inconceivable, I expect, to get to that point. But it's only 3 months of the year that they can actually go to this mining region and then supply gemstones like this to us. It is an incredibly highly regarded gemstone in the jewellery industry. When it was first found, they thought it was emerald because of its vibrancy of colour. Exposure to, of course, the spectroscopic analysis then saw that this was a diopside, and this gemstone has such a rich chrome element within it. It has that intensity of green to match an emerald. It's a beautiful gemstone. You can often find it alongside kimberlite mines, diamond mines, because of that beautiful brilliance. You get that intensity of colour as well. You've got it all with this one, and I tell you what, you really will be green with envy. For those people who are going to get it, congratulations. For those people who don't, I'm so sorry that you miss out. First come, first served. You will get your strand of prehnite as well. I haven't forgotten about that. I'm too busy talking about this amazing gemstone. But 2 strands of Russian diopside, plus you've got your prehnite for one price tag. Oh, please tell me that is a joke. Now, we had one of our viewers, and I can't think of, and I'm going to say Liz, and I've probably got that wrong, but that's because I'm dreadful with names. We had one of our viewers make up a piece of Russian diopside jewellery. She set it with pearls. I'm sure there were rondelles and she set them alongside pearls. She made herself a piece of jewellery. She took it to her jeweller's shop. She bought her strand for something ridiculous. I mean, it wasn't even that, I don't think it was that much, but Kim says she thought it was about £60, but actually the valuation at her jeweller's shop was over £600. That's how amazing this gemstone is. It is incredible to work with. I assure you, it is an incredible gemstone for your collection. Anybody who would like it, you buy it now on this price point, because that feels like it's just £11.95, £11.95. Now, of course, what I'll always say is if you're making jewellery with top quality gemstones and highly sought after gemstones, there is no harm in going to your local jeweller shop and asking them to value it. There's absolutely no harm in doing that. You know, it's an interesting information, certainly on stones like this one. You know, I'd certainly suggest, you know, you like to see if your Russian diopsides, perhaps, you know, these are the stones that really have that high credential, that high desirability. £11.95. And you could use these with the loom, couldn't you, Sarah?
There's a necklace just there, but you can...
oh, you're a star. That's okay.
But you can use the chips and nuggets with your bead loom, absolutely, without a shadow of a doubt. Really, really easy and straightforward to use.
So you've actually created that with bead loom. What have you used? Is it wire or is it
the beading thread? That's beading thread on that one, so it gives it real structure when you use the beading thread.
That feels really structural.
And, you know, it's so smooth against the skin as well. It's not, you know, you think, oh, you know, you're using your chips and nuggets, it's not going to be smooth against the skin, but those chips and nuggets are so lovely, lovely tumbled effect on them, and they are so smooth, and that effect is just amazing. I couldn't believe it when I actually got it off the loom and I put it all together and I thought, oh, it looks really, you know, it looked completely different to what I expected it would do. And I was just amazed that, you know, just chips and nuggets.
And so you effectively could create that with this Russian, the chrome dioxide.
Indeed.
Amazing, 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 amazing. Congratulations if you got that. $11.95. I can't get my head around that price point. I have no idea where that price has come from, but enjoy it. $11.95. I mean, for somebody who spends my life like researching gemstones, and for somebody who has a real I mean, my passion sits right in my tummy about this, is that when you source them from Mother Nature, and again, perhaps my experiences have led me to be really passionate. You know, I've had the chance to be able to go and watch gemstones being sourced. I've actually been to a number of mines. I mean, my memory probably is the most important to go to a sapphire mine in Thailand. When you actually watch. You know when I say needle in a haystack? When you actually try and watch, and you're standing watching somebody try and find one needle in one huge haystack, how laborious that is. It really brings it home that when I sit here and I'm seeing all of these gemstones before me, we've got to remember that this is not just click your fingers and hey presto, Mother Nature's going to provide them. Actually, it's an incredible, intensive process for us to get from one point of sourcing the gemstone and then to get to the faceting, then get to the sourcing and bring them over and then getting them to you, that sometimes we forget all that because we're too busy looking at the beauty.
And I think also we forget it with the price points that we get. And I think that's the thing that always amazes me, and I always have to remind myself that these have been through all of those processes. Someone's had to get it out of the ground, they've got to sort it and all of that, and then it's got to get here all the way from wherever it has been found.
Kim takes it to £11.95.
And she does, that's the price. No wonder we forget where they come from.
Exactly, Kim. No wonder. I'd never forget my hand freezing like that, though.
No.
And I don't like being cold. I'm a northerner, right? I'm a northerner. You'd think I'd be... I hate being cold. Ooh,
I don't like
I'm
it.
not happy. My husband gets really disappointed in summertime because he thinks the heating will go off. No. Are you joking? He's known us since I was 16. My body temperature hasn't changed since I was 16. The heating stays on even in summer. Okay, just let that one go now. What shall we do next, Kim Lim? Which one, sorry? Oh, it was hiding. It was hiding. Oh, that's a nice colour. Oh, that would go nicely with the... That would go nicely with the diopside we've just done. I fancy just putting that on, actually. Sorry if I might catch my microphone. Let me pull my dress down. Which one? This one? I've got to make that one. That looks nice, doesn't it?
It looks lovely with your dress.
I tell you what, I emailed Natalia yesterday. Natalia inspired me to wear summer clothes because when I saw her yesterday in her bright yellow, I was like, right, I'm forgetting what weather's outside. I'm thinking it's spring and summer. So I've thought, right, I've changed my wardrobe. I'm going to go all springy and all fresh and all. Because Natalia inspired me. Didn't she look gorgeous? I emailed her just to say, I'm hoping you're feeling as lovely as you look because she just looks so gorgeous. That's the colour. That's spring.
It is.
Springtime. Younger than springtime are you. Hey then. That's what... Spring. Thanks for that. Thanks, Mags. Appreciate that support. Was that beautiful for the gems or beautiful for the singing?
Both.
Both, of course it was. Oh, she's sharp as our Mags. We have got for you a double strand again. It's your nuggets of Amazonite. This is some of the darkest greens of Amazonite. Gosh, I normally associate Amazonite to this colour, and this is Amazonite. Look at the range of the gemstone. Amazonite and Amazonite. Look at how variant they can be.
It's more like turquoise, doesn't it? That sort of colour. It's
amazing.
Amazing colour, yeah.
Gorgeous. So there you go. That's it. We have got these beautiful twisted rectangles coming up later on as well. But to work alongside it, get a totally different colour palette from the same gemstone in these double-stranded nuggets. These are lovely. They are 5x2, 10x5. Again, same capabilities within the loom as well, Sarah.
Definitely, yeah. I mean, you know, I would have a go with pretty much any gemstone you've got. Have a go with it with the loom, whether it be rondelles, whether it be chips and nuggets. The only thing is you need to remember is how far you set your threads apart, and I'll show you that. It's really, really easy.
Okay.
And you can just use so many different gemstones. I mean, I've used rondelles, I've used the chips and nuggets, I've used little tubular ones, I've used all sorts of different shapes. So, you know, you can use them all with the
So there is a
loom.
versatility with the loom, isn't there?
There's loads and loads of versatility.
And of course, there's like, we have the green, perhaps you'd work the green, but I'm thinking perhaps I would like to contrast. Instead of using the green, I'm wondering if you would maybe contrast with something like an orange to get something really zesty.
I'm looking at that really jewelly pink colour.
This one?
No,
this
that
one.
one.
Oh,
Yeah.
are you?
Yeah.
Oh, get you
Just
with
because
your
they're
little
two
colour.
jewelly colours, you know, you get sort of that colour blocking type jewel colours
That is a
going.
very pop.
Yeah.
We have got for you your Chips and Nuggets DVD, which of course inspired lots and lots of people to create jewellery, perhaps that you hadn't even considered yet. Our Marky Mark is giving you this hour-long DVD. Takes you step by step into the wonderful world of working with chips and nuggets in a variety of different ways. We're giving you the double strand of these, probably the darkest green Amazonite I've ever seen. You know, I would say bordering turquoise to emerald green. Absolutely stunning strand. I don't think you're going to get the price on this one again. Our Kim is pushing those boundaries today. She knows you're wanting, and she's giving. $6.95 for that, Sarah. $6.95. $4.95 for the DVD. £2 for the double strand of Amazonite. Oh yes, we are meaning business. If you want to join us, now's the time to do so. It's a free phone number. Can I just reiterate one more thing, just to know that I've done my job, just to make sure that I've done my job, which is a miracle. It is really busy today, okay? There is a lot of people watching. I don't know whether there's a lot of people watching because of the loom or whether it's just because it's Friday and we're all up for a bit of jewellery making. Whatever the reason, it's really busy today. I've put everything to wear and we've had huge reaction on everything so far. The reaction is going to get even bigger. It's going to be like Mount Etna erupting on our phone lines in a break's time. The moment that we come back, we're straight into the loom. Those of you who have been waiting like Usain Bolt, at the start of the 100 metres, you've been there, ready for action. You're like focused. You're doing all of that, but your mind's set on the prize. If that's you, straight after the break, it's time for the loom.
Before any of the gemstones that arrive here in Jaipur can leave Jaipur for the UK, they need to be tested. So all the genuine gemstone strands go from the vendor to an independent laboratory. They're then tested to prove that they are what they say they are. Now, as you can see here, this shipment of emerald arrived this morning, and it comes with this. This is really important. This shows that the emerald has been tested in random strands and can be proven to be genuine emerald. If this authenticity card doesn't arrive with a genuine gemstone, then the shipment won't go to the UK.
Okay, you're sharp today because I've got people on the lines already in the break. Yeah, I've got people who are in the break who know our number already dialing for our bead loom.
Don't blame them. I honestly don't.
Can I just say it's not available yet? Can I just say you have to wait for the graphics to come in. Nobody can buy, nobody can buy it until the graphics come in. When the graphics come in, which is the thing that, the information here, don't press the button yet. I know you want to press the button, just hold back. Hold back. I know I've got 30 people on the lines. Let's just hold it for a second. Let's just take a deep breath. Go. Graphics take a while. Hey! dear. The graphics are on. That therefore means that you have got the chance to get our bead loom. It's the launch. You've been waiting like tender hooks. We have been waiting for this. What is it? If for those of you who watch and go, what is a bead loom? Well, a bead loom really is something that dates back to, well, it can go back to Egyptian times. I've done a bit of research on bead looming, and actually from ancient Egypt, you've then got the American Indians working it within their traditional jewellery making, brought over by scholars into Europe, and then brought into the looming world in colonial times, and that's as early as 15th century. So, or in fact 14th century if you want to be more precise about it. Oh, okay, I just need to actually just shut up and tell you about the history later on, because I've already got people just buying, so I need to just, I'll zip it and then just tell you a little bit more about the history when right. Can I just say, if there is anybody who's watching on the repeats, we will get more in stock, is perhaps the best way to put it. We will do our very best to get more in stock. Okay, look. 100 have already gone. 100 have already gone. I haven't even told you the price. Okay, can I just say to you that I have got a lot of people holding on the lines. This is where I get a bit tense and I start to wipe my brow and stuff, because I get a bit tense that people are going to miss out. Get a bit stressed out. I hate the idea of anybody missing out, because I've done it myself when I've gone to buy something and then it's not there and it just, and I'm really sorry, but I'll say now, it's first come, first served. If you were the 20th person to pick up the phone, you'll be the 20th person to be answered. What is a bead loom? We haven't even answered that question and you're already buying it. Well, the bead loom is, let's just show you it on the back. No, let's do it. Let's show you the bag. Okay, you get the box. You do get instruction pack, which I've just been reading the instructions before we came to air. Really good instructions. Yeah. But you're going to see the demo, so you'll actually see physical instruction with Sarah. But you also get this. So this is the actual loom itself. And as you can see, it comes in the plastic bag, which we rather like as well.
I love it because it's all kept together.
Brings it all together. Just
never looking for anything. It's all there.
So you get the loom, and then you're going to get the needle. And you're also going to get the pulley, and I don't know whether how would you call that?
That's a tension bar.
Tension bar, that's it, not pulley. I knew what I meant. It brings it together. So this is all plus all of those as well. All of these, and you could have a brilliant game of chess if you wanted to. No. Okay, you've got orange and red and purple and black, and you've got blue, and you've got royal blue, you've got green, you've got pink, you've got white, and you've got yellow. You've got the whole range. All of these come as part. Now, how many threads are there? Let me just have a look. 10 spools. On each spool, 2,000 metres in total, so that's 200 metres in each spool. So 2,000 metres.
Tons. Absolutely tons and tons and tons.
I mean, if you think about it, macrame, crochet, the loom, you've got it all, haven't you?
Kumihimo.
Kumihimo, of course.
Yeah.
I'd love Kumihimo in that. That'd be gorgeous when you mix them all. The Viking knit, I wonder if you could do the Viking knit. I'm not sure whether you could actually get the tension on the Viking knit quite enough.
Yeah, you might not, yeah. But your French knitting, certainly.
I could tell you that, well, when I say half, I actually probably should be saying 3/4 of the stock is allocated already. I haven't even told you the price, but you know we're good. You know that we won't mess you around. You know that when we're going to launch in style. And your launch price today of your bead loom, so you're getting both the bead loom itself with the presentation bag and the instructions, plus all 2,000 metres of thread for one price tag of... I'm coming over because there's no point in even talking about this one now, is there? 17, sorry Mags, but I'm moving. 17.95. 17.95. Now we're going to go to Sarah, and Sarah's going to show you how to set up. Right? She'll show you how to get on with the beginnings of this. Now everything that you're going to see, right? Actually, you can read for yourself. Right. So all of that information that we're about to demo. Now, if you watch it and you record us, okay, just so that you've got that record, because we will eventually do obviously DVDs and all of that malarkey. We'll have to, because there's so much potential with this. But obviously we don't have the DVD just yet. So record Sarah now. She's lovely, and she's going to show you a great demo. So you're going to show us how to get set up.
Basically, it all comes in your bag, and the two bits you want to take out of the bag to start off with are your loom and your tension bar.
Tension bar.
Yes. And I love this because you get some looms and they're huge. This goes in your handbag.
Well, when we
And take it with
first
you.
started researching on the looms, right, we actually did do just that. We did a massive research. Let's get the product in, right? The product that was coming in, like that.
Yeah.
And that's like kind of you going back to ancient times of the looms, you know, the wooden, massive, huge looms. Right, great, but actually storage, nil point again.
Yeah.
So this is perfect, isn't it? Because
That's it.
and available to travel,
Yeah.
you know, you don't have to worry about it.
Yeah.
It's great, it's great.
And I put my projects in here and take it with me. So I
Perfect.
can pop this out of my bag and start going again wherever I am.
That's what I was about to say.
Yeah.
Can you like kind of stop and start as you're going?
yeah.
Okay.
So the tension bar, what you need to do is pop it in one. You'll see there's 2 holes
Yeah.
on your loom. There's 1 and 2. There
Yeah.
we go. And what you need to do is pop the tension bar in one of them. It's a bit difficult to show because I need to bend, and literally all you do is bend the loom.
Away from you.
Yeah. I'm going to try and,
And push it in.
yeah, because it's a new one. There we go. And you'll end up with the loom sitting like that. It's great fun.
Loving it.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yep.
No.
And these sit really nicely if you're working. If you just put it in the big hole in your beading tray, middle central hole, like this. They actually
that's
sit,
good.
so you can work quite happily with them in there.
That's a great idea. That's
so
a great
it just
idea.
sits in there.
Can I tell you now that in terms of quantity, I have got double figures left, double figure quantity left on this. We started with a very, very significant quantity. You know that we would, and when we know how popular this was going to be, we started with a significant quantity. The simple fact is that I've still got huge queues on the lines. I don't think I'm going to have enough to go around. I apologise if I don't, but what I will say is that we take on board, of course, you know that our storage, as much as we can have in stock, as soon as we can get it back in, we'll let it you know, and it'll be straight on air again. So thank you very much for everybody who's still on the lines. We've still got quantity to go around for all of those who are still there, but I can't guarantee if you came in late.
Okay, so on the back of your bead loom, you'll notice you've got 2 buttons on either end.
Yes.
These are for attaching your thread. So these little buttons here. And all you do, I'm going to use beading thread because you can see it
Yeah.
rather than using any mono or anything like that, is just tie a knot in your beading thread and take it over the top of the button and tie a little knot in it. And then what I do is go round and just tie another overhand knot. And it doesn't matter if it goes over the tension bar. I just literally just tie a knot in it. That's the start.
Yep.
And I'm just going to cut off that end so I don't get confused. And then what you do is you take that over to the front of your loom,
Yeah.
and I start in the middle. Now these are your warp threads that go across.
What have you called them, sorry?
The warp threads.
Warp.
You have warp and weft. And I don't know which way they go, but I believe these are the warps.
So warp's this one?
Yep, going
and then
across.
is the weft going to be there?
Across, yeah.
Across, okay.
And so I start in the middle,
Yeah.
and you take it across. And the easy way to know you're in the middle is it'll be directly above your tension bar,
Okay.
that thread. And then you go across and you go round the button on the back. I'll do this with my hands at the back. And you just go around a couple of times. And then depending on what size beads you're using is how far apart on these like teeth
Yes, okay.
you put your thread. So if you're using little seed beads, you'd go in the next one.
Yeah.
If you're using chips and nuggets, you may go 2 or 3 apart.
So, if you want to make an intricate piece of jewellery,
Yeah.
one presumes the tighter the warp thread is,
Yes.
then
The closer
The
together
closer
the beads
together.
will sit.
okay.
So for this instance, we'll go right next to each other.
Okay.
And then you literally just take it back across and onto the next one.
Yeah.
And then around your little button again.
Oh, so you keep on going back to the...
Keep wrapping around your little button.
Okay.
And then you'll come across and you'll be on the opposite side of your central thread now. So as you can see, I've now got 3 threads on there. And you would just keep going until you had as many threads as you needed. And depending on how many beads across you're going to do your weave, let me just grab this example. So on this one, I've got 2 beads on there.
Yeah.
You would need to add an extra thread. So for 2 beads, you need 3 threads on
Okay.
your loom.
2 beads, 3 threads.
Yes, so it's always an extra bead.
So if it was 4 beads,
You'd
5.
need 5.
Okay, always one extra.
Always one extra.
Fine.
So that's how you do that. And literally you would just then tie off on the back. So just cut a length, tie it off and tie a knot on the back. And that is your bead loom ready to go.
As many as you want? As
many
thick
as you want,
it to
as
be?
thick as you want. The only limit is the amount of teeth across the top. So you can only go as wide as there is on the bead loom across there.
And in reality, what else would you be creating in that kind of thickness?
I mean, that is a pretty thick decorative band or cuff. If you want to make these, you can embroider them onto curtain bottoms, or tie backs. You can put them onto handbags, cushions, you name it.
Sorry, Sarah, I've got what left? 4. I thought you said 4, and I thought, oh, I better check that she said. Yeah, I thought you might have said 44, but it's not. I've got 4 left. It's gone. Okay, it is now, according to our system, according to all of our information, we have now been, we have allocated all of the bead looms that we had in stock. I am really, really sorry to say that I still have people holding on the lines, which means you will have missed out, but I apologise about that, and we do take aboard. We will get them back in stock as soon as we possibly can. You know we will. We started with a real serious quantity, so please don't say to us, why didn't you have enough in stock? We did. Please I assure you from the bottom of my heart, we had a really, really serious amount of quantity stock. It's just one of those things that there's just a lot of people waiting and a lot of people buying. And the good news is that we do have a very quick turnaround for this. So fingers crossed we'll be able to get some in stock as soon as possible, and we'll relaunch this and hopefully be able to show you even more of the potential of it.
Yes.
Now, because we've done the bead loom in terms of the setup.
Yes.
Now this is how you begin.
Yes.
Later on, you're going to actually take a step by step to create a bracelet like this, aren't you?
I am. I'm going to show you how to actually then start to attach the beads and the focal point as well, how to attach that.
Okay.
Because it's slightly different, but it's very, very simple.
Perfect. But the seed beads is something that perhaps we do need to talk about.
Definitely.
Because I think if you start to look at any of the history of looming, if you want to have any kind of designs like this, you'll notice that essentially they are normally quite uniform beads, and they are normally smaller.
Yes.
Right? You can work with the chips, you can work with the nuggets, they look fantastic. You can work with some lovely beads like you know, the aluminium beads and things like that. That would work. But actually I think for the tradition of it, going back in history, as I say, from the 14th century, you know, colonial times, you were looking at that these were designed much more about the smaller stones.
Definitely.
We therefore got 2 bundles of seed beads there for you, so that once you've started to explore the potential, and as I say, you look at these designs here on the actual on the front of the instruction. I mean, that just looks beautiful, doesn't it?
That is, and that one there, I was going to recreate it, this one here. It actually uses small double drilled gemstones.
Oh, great.
And I looked through all my stash and I couldn't find any double drilled gemstones, so I couldn't recreate it. But it is definitely one that you can use on the bead loom if you've got your double drilled stones.
That's brilliant, because double drilled, often people go, what can I do with the double drills that I haven't already done? There's the answer, double drill.
Yes.
Oh, perfect. Okay, so look, let's give you 2 offers then. Which one should we start with, Kim? Which one do you want? Okay, let's start with this 6-strand offer.
Wow.
With 2 strands of distinction as well, eh?
Where have you been hiding all these beads from me?
Sorry. You know what she's like? Oh my, 3 strands of distinction, is it? Wowzers. 6 strands. 6 strands.
Amazing.
That's 2 strands of labradorite. Plus you've also got your pyrite. Look at that. You've got your snowflake obsidian, yellow serpentine, and your red jasper. Absolutely glorious. Oh my life. And these really would create a fantastic result from the loom.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, the only thing with the loom is, you know, you need similar size beads. So, you know, whichever pattern you go for, just if you start off with, you know, 3 mil, you know, keep going with 3 mil.
Okay, can you vary it in any way? Can you do 3 to 2 or?
You can a little bit. I mean, it will mean that you don't have a uniform straight edge to your bracelet
design.
or your design, but if you actually want to create that slightly wavy design, that's fine. Then you can alternate the size of your gemstones, and it will give you a slightly wavy effect on the actual weave.
Perfect.
Yeah.
So you have got here 6 strands, 2 labradorite, pyrite, snowflake obsidian, jasper, and yellow serpentine. I've never seen yellow serpentine like that before. And half the stock's already allocated. Oh, it's one of those days, it's one of those days. If you want to join us, you can do so on that free phone number. As I say, if you do find yourself holding on the lines, it is a free phone number. It's an investment of your time, not your money. You can join us on the web as well. Probably the fastest way to join us here at Jewellery Maker is at www.jewellerymaker.com. Your seed bead bundle, 6 strands of seed beads, including 2 strands of labradorite, £11.95. 30 left. That's it. 30 left. £11.95 for I was about to say 5 strands, but it's not. It's 6 strands of seed beads. Cues on the lines. Oh, 20 left. Okay, I may as well move on from that one. Congratulations if you are successful. If you're watching on the repeats, I make apologies if this is sold out, but I will say to you, you know, if people put into their basket, if they don't check out straight away, sometimes stock comes back in for cards, you know, sometimes people's cards don't go through, anything like that. If that happens, it's always worth ringing up. It always is worth it. And, you know, you never know, you might just get that final couple that are left in the vault. So congratulations if you get that. £11.95. Next offer. Now these.
They are lovely.
So pretty.
Yeah, they are so lovely.
And this, you know, often is the case, I love seed beads, but I often go, gosh, the intricacy of working with these would be incredible.
Yeah.
But this makes it much easier. The loom makes it
very easy.
Yeah.
Because you're using, you know, you use a needle as well to be able to thread them, so it's a lot easier. And, you know, I'm one of those that I prefer, you know, or I thought I did, preferred the larger beads because they give you impact without too much effort or too much hard work. With the loom, the smaller beads, you get that big impact without the work because the tool's doing it for you.
Yeah.
And it's such an enjoyable tool to use. It's so relaxing. I sit in front of the TV and made all the samples and things. So, you know, you don't need to be sitting at a desk or anything like that.
Concentrating all the time. Do you feel like you have got the luxury of being able to, it's a very, what's the word, lethargic, no, not the word, that's like cathartic.
Yeah.
You know.
It's very relaxing. It's like, you know, because all you're doing is you think, well, I've no one. You work your pattern out and you've got your pattern in your head or you've got it on a piece of paper next to you and all the sorts done for you because the loom's doing all the work and all you have to do is pick up the beads and pop them on the loom and that's it. It's really simple. Just really simple and easy to do. I can't believe it. I can't wait to see it. I can't wait to see it in action. I really can't. I'm really fascinated, really. But when you think about it, it started from Egyptian times. We've had a while to get this kind of technique. I haven't even got the price on and I've got 30 left. I haven't even told you what you're getting. I'm too busy talking about the... okay, £10.95 for 5. £10.95, okay, fluorite, purple fluorite, poppy jasper, magnesite, serpentine and red tiger's eye. Okay, you get them all and they're all in 2mm size. 2mm size. I've got how many left? Oh, look. Single quantity. Single quantity, £10.95 and it's gone. I think it's essentially that this is one of those days. Congratulations if you got that. I'm really excited about seeing the jewellery that you're going to make. I'm really excited about furthering this because we are going to come back to you and you're going to take us through step by step how to create a bracelet in the variety within the kit. Now we have got coming your way a bit of a manager special offer. I know you had one yesterday and well, we've got a blinder of a one today. I don't quite know why we're going to do it because it's one of our most popular techniques, but we have got a price slash offer on enamel today. Keep watching on that one. Before I do that, I think it's time for our next kit.
Are you new to jewellery making? Then why not come and join us on our Beading Basics workshop? Join guest designer Cherry Green as she guides you through all the basic techniques to create your very own necklaces, earrings and bracelets. You will learn a variety of skills, all of which will help you build your confidence and get you started in jewellery making. The full course includes a range of beading thread, a generous scoop of mixed gemstones, 95 sterling silver findings, use of all relevant tools, a buffet-style lunch and refreshments, a tour of the studios and a trip to our gemstone museum. All of this for $79.95. For more information, contact our call centre on 0800 6444 655.
Jewellery Maker course gift vouchers are now available. You can choose from a bronze, silver or gold voucher. Each voucher is worth a different amount that entitles you to put towards a course of your choice. For more information, contact our call centre on 0800 6444 655.
You can now keep in touch by liking Jewellery Maker UK on Facebook. Get interactive with Jewellery Maker.
Are you ready to shake off the snowflakes and celebrate summer? Well, how about joining us on Friday the 28th of June for our Summer Sunshine Dinner? This year we're leaving the Midlands and heading to London for an evening of glitz and glamour in order to support the Colourful Life Foundation. Overlooking the iconic Butler's Wharf, the Tower Hotel is located on the banks of the River Thames. This prestigious venue neighbours the World Heritage Site, the Tower of London, home to the Crown Jewels. Join Steve and Sarah Bennett, a host of presenters, as well as our friend and newly appointed trustee of the Colourful Life Foundation, Glenn Lehrer. There will be auctions and raffles, as well as the chance to join the Colourful Life Foundation's brand new sponsorship programme, an exciting way of directly supporting the projects that matter to you. Places are limited, so for more information or to book, please call 0845 612 2000 or email tggcball@gems.tv. See you in London.
Our commitment here at Jewellery Maker is to provide you with genuine gemstones. Many places might not be able to do that, but we want to guarantee it. So how do we do it? We go to the laboratories and we get tests. We have our own in-house gemologists that can guarantee that when we say genuine gemstones, that's exactly what you're getting. Well, it's a busy Friday here on Jewellery Maker. Lovely to have your company. I'm Vicki, going to be with you for the next couple of hours. Still plenty of offers, including, as I say, price slashing, manager's special deal on enamel. We've got Swelligant to look forward to. We have got a beautiful strand of labradorite. I mean, it's just what you want labradorite to be. It is exactly as you would want it to look like. It's a stunning feature for any jewellery maker, whether you're just getting started or whether perhaps you're exploring new avenues of genuine gemstone jewellery. This is exceptional quality labradorite. It is a strand of distinction, but in terms of pricing, it's not what you'd expect. It certainly is not what you'd expect. Right, let's move on. Let's go straight on to our next kit. It's called Divine, and that's exactly what it is, because it's a divine combination of gemstones. We are, of course, introducing to you all genuine gemstones here at Jewellery Maker, but here you really do get that sense of individuality from each one of the stones. You've got a mix of your ovals, which are your black and red agate ovals. They're 18 by 25. You've got your agate drop beads. Those are 20 by 15, and you've got hematite. Those hematites are lovely. These are your plain saucer hematite. They are 4 by 2, and again, you know, you'll have seen the creation within the loom that Sarah has made, and as you can see there, that resulting jewellery is just fantastic. Those gemstones really do sit perfectly within the loom technique, so that you do get something very exciting as a result. If you've just got the loom, get this kit, get the hematite working for you, and resulting jewellery really exciting. So you've got your hematite, you've got your 2 strands of agate, and then on top of that you're also going to get a variety of your Italian made copper beads. Now these are brushed effect finish. I have never seen this one in particular before. Look at how thick and big it is. I've never seen any of them that size. I mean, that is a serious, substantial, that's almost like the size of a block of soap, isn't it? You know, it is that size, you know, like the hotel soap that you always pinch, always. Am I the only one? Even if I'm staying there for a night, and even if I don't use soap, which I don't, I'll still take the soap. Hey, that is absolutely the truth. That's exactly my mindset. I'm a proper northerner, you see. Well, I've paid for it, so I'll take it. I might not use it, but at least I've got it because I've paid for it. That is true, always. And the shampoos, always the shampoo, those little shampoo, love them, love them. When I went to Disneyland, loved them even more because they had ears on them. Oh, brilliant. Fabulous. Second year I went, didn't have the ears on the shampoo, disappointed. Disappointed. Took them anyway, but disappointed. You have got here, hey, revelations about Vicki Brown. You have got here a combination These gorgeous, huge centerpieces for your jewellery making. Certainly, as I say, I've never seen anything like this type of bead within our collection. So this is a little bit special. Certainly the thickness of that going to make a very dramatic piece of jewellery. You've also got this like lovely nugget-like shape as well, which is the centerpiece to Sarah's collection and her design. So you've got all of those lovely Italian created, yeah, I said Italian created beads. You're also getting beading thread, monofilament and elastic, and finally sterling silver. Yes, sterling silver findings finish off this. Over 40 pieces of sterling silver for one price tag. Divine Jewellery Kit. You should be paying just under £40 for this combination. It is sterling silver, a feature of those gorgeous beads as well, and all for one price tag. Now that's impressive. £21.95. I mean, the sterling silver alone, £12.95 at the least. I mean, I would say to you, normally sterling silver going up to £15+, and yet even if we took that and we said £12.95, you've then got a lot of ingredients for a small amount of money. An awesome opportunity, really exciting. Congratulations to you. 0800 644 655 is the number to dial, and you can join us on the web at www.jewellerymaker.com. I love the look of that hematite within the loom. So let's see Sarah creating that very look, because the hematite, its shape, its formation, almost perfect. Well, in fact, perfect.
As soon as I saw it, I knew exactly what I was going to do with it. So it was just that sort of, and I think, you know, the looming technique gives it quite, it could be quite a unisex piece of jewellery as well.
Yes, I was about to say that. Do you think, you know, could you go quite gents around those? And Tom, my director, has just said yes, that he'd certainly think of this as you know, a gents piece
and
as well.
Possibly, if you wanted to eliminate the aluminium bead, definitely, I think that.
Oh yeah,
that just and make it thicker as well. Maybe make it 3 or 4 beads across.
Even my husband, who doesn't wear jewellery, would wear something like that.
My son almost had that away from me before I got to the studio this morning, and he's 11.
Yeah, but that's because he's quite funky. My husband's like old and not with it.
I'm not saying anything about my husband. I
can't believe I've said that, because like it's my birthday on Sunday. I'm not going to get any presents now, am I?
No. He's going to be like, nope, that's it.
Yeah, that's it. You've said I'm old. You've said I'm old. Right then, go on then.
Okie dokie.
Show us where you've showed us earlier on how to set it up.
Yep.
How to loom.
Yes.
And get to the what they call warp.
Warp threads, yes.
Warp threads are ready.
Yeah.
Now we're going to go for
weft
threads.
Yes. So
okay.
If I tip that forward.
Weft away.
The only thing I've done differently this time is, as I've added my threads onto my loom, I've taken them back through the aluminium bead.
Okay.
And that's the only thing I've done differently when I've set this one up. Okay. So every time I've gone round the little button on the back, I've gone back through that bead and then just added the next thread on. So
but you haven't done that with the gems? You've just done that with the centre stone?
Just with the centre stone.
Oh, okay.
To get started, and I'm using, you won't be able to see it, it's a very fine monofilament. If I put that there, can you see it? I'm going to try and see it. It's really fine. So there's my needle and there's the thread.
It is.
There's
Yeah, we can see it.
There.
Yeah, got it.
I twist it. Just there. So I'm using a very fine thread to do this, but you could use a cotton, or you could use your nylon threads that you've got in your bundle.
And you're using the needle that comes within the pack, but we do a variety of different needles on our website as well, so that you can use different sizes of thread, and obviously you need appropriate eyes for appropriate thickness of the needles.
The great thing about this needle that comes in the pack is it's bigger than the width of the loom, which of course if you're doing a full width of the loom, you'll need a needle that will go through all the beads on.
Okie dokie.
So that's the only great thing about it, but I used a smaller needle to do it when I was at home, so it's just whatever your preference is.
Okay.
Ooh, they're attacking. So all I've done to start off is on my left hand thread is tie on my monofilament with just a simple overhand knot, and that's all I've done. And I've done the first 2 rows, but the starting row is just the same as the first 2 rows, so so I'll just show you this one, the next row. It's just exactly the same. And the way you do it is always have the loom, the thread coming away from onto your non-dominant hand. So I'm right-handed, so it's coming out the left-hand side of the loom. Just makes it easier because of course you're using a needle. And what you want to do is add onto your needle, I'll come down a little bit, 2 of your hematite. So that's
now if I was making a multiple of say a 5 threads,
yes,
if I had 5 threads on my warp,
yes,
would I then be putting like 4 beads on?
4 beads,
okay,
yes.
so you, whatever number of beads that you want to put in, you have to put onto your needle, do you?
You do,
okay,
yes.
okay.
And then the needle goes underneath the threads, and this is the magic. Your beads come in between the threads. So if I put my finger under there and lift it, can you see the beads are now sitting? So that's why you need that extra thread, because you need one thread across on either side.
Yeah, okay.
And then, oops, try and do this so you can see. I pull that. So I'm just literally pulling my thread. Now then, let me just put this so you can see it. And if that happens, don't panic. I'm just trying to keep my fingers out the way. There we go. Can you see they're just sitting there?
Yeah.
And now my thread's gone underneath all of my threads.
Yeah.
And my beads have gone in between. And now my needle's going to come over the top of these threads and through the beads and over the top. Now if I tip that up, can you see?
Yeah.
My needle is gone through my beads but over the top of all of the threads.
Yeah.
So basically what you're doing is you're taking your thread underneath and then back over the top. And that's what's going to keep them in between those threads. So you'll see when I pull this across and pull it tight.
So you've got to keep it taut when you're going underneath.
Yes.
So you've got to keep your beads in place.
Just keep your finger in there.
Yeah.
And that will keep those in place.
To then, when you're wrapping over, to then keep them in tightly in the right position.
So if I just show you again.
Yeah.
Get that one out of the way. So underneath, you can just keep your fingers in there if that's easier for you. I just normally keep one finger in there and just pull your thread. And my thread's gone around my fingers, there we go, like that. And don't worry if you don't have to pull it really tight up to that one to start off with, and then your needle's going to come over the top.
Yeah.
And all you need to do is make sure that when you look between your beads, you can see the needle's gone over the top of those middle threads.
Yeah, you don't want it to go underneath.
No, because that's when your beads won't have been loomed onto those threads.
Yeah.
It's that action of going under and then over the top and through the beads that's keeping it. Basically, what your thread's doing is it's sandwiching the beads in between these threads and locking them on. And sometimes this end bead will want to pop out like that one did, and just keep your fingers in place, and that will, because I've got such a long piece of thread on here.
I was going to say, you've gone for a long piece of thread.
You will need a long piece of thread, bearing in mind you're going backwards and forwards, all the way through, like this, all the way along. So if you imagine, if you're doing a 7-inch bracelet, your thread is doing the 7 inches and then all the width up and down the 7 inches twice, so it needs to be a long piece of thread, but you can attach more thread. So don't think, oh crikey, I didn't quite get enough thread on. Do whatever you're happy with. I'm quite happy working with a long piece of thread because I do a lot of needlework. But if you're not used to using needles and you want to use a shorter piece of thread, all you need to do is, if your thread runs out, is just to tie it off on either of the outside threads.
In a simple knot, or
you know, overhand knot, and then take, all you can do to hide the tail is I leave the tails hanging until I finish my piece of jewellery, and then I pop them back on my needle and bead them back through.
Oh, you're so literally tucking them in.
Tucking them back in through the beads. And for stability and security, you can also go back up and down your full work and actually rethread if you want to. If you're using a very fine one like this, you may want to, just for security, go backwards up and forwards.
So you would then add in...
Yep, add in the bead.
And if you add in, do you then just repeat on the other side?
Yep, just repeat on the other side. And the first row is a little bit difficult, because if I show you, where we pull the bead in, it pulls all the threads together. But once you get... when I did my first row after I added the bead, I actually did it down the opposite end of the loom and then just pulled it up.
That's a good idea.
And it just pulled those threads apart again.
Perfect.
And so it's, you know, whichever way makes your life easy. I found that personally. Or you can work down here and just literally, as you add them, just pull them apart a little bit. If you find your threads don't have enough tension, because I've got the tension bar still in here.
Yeah.
If you were using a cotton or a nylon thread or something like that, it may be that this is a little bit droopy. You've not got the tension in there. And all you would need to do add the tension back in is, like we added the tension bar, is to remove the tension bar. If I remove that, it doesn't want to go now. If you remove that, you can see that these are now...
it just goes really tight.
If I can do it. you can see they're really, I can play a little tune on them. Yeah, they're really, really tight. So if you were using a cotton, that will give you the tension back in your loom after you've threaded it. So if you find that you haven't got that tension in there, that will add that back in there for you.
When I'm cleaning windows. Sorry, I just amused myself. Okay. I was thinking all of the different banjo tunes that I know, and that was it. One final thing is that once you've done that, once you've got the finish, you have literally finished it off like you would a normal bracelet.
Yes, yeah. I'll take this off here and I'll show you, because I'll literally just turn it over and I'll show you. All you need to do, it seems like sacrilege, and it will make a pringy noise if you're not kept holding onto it. Like a twang, yeah. You'll see that is not going anywhere, even though I've just undone my threads.
It's amazing how solid it is. So
it's soon. Yep. And literally, all you would need to do is then just crimp that off, like a normal crimp. If you're using beading thread, you just crimp it off.
I like that it's easy.
But you could use just a little piece like that and make a pair of earrings, if you wanted to. So that would be your earrings.
Can I just say, the whole time you were doing that, right, in my ear I've got Kim going, I'm so gutted I've missed out. I'm so gutted I haven't got the loom. I can't believe I haven't got a loom. So can I just highlight the fact, to anybody who has missed out, right, the lady in the hot seat, right, Kim, somebody who we would expect would actually be able to get hold of one of these. She hasn't got one either, right? She is officially really devastated.
I might have to loan her mine, mightn't I?
She's really, really devastated, bless her.
Oh, bless.
I know.
I know. I miss out on all the tools because if you're on the shows, you miss out on them. And so this one, I'm glad I've actually managed to get hold of it.
Exactly, you've got it before. £21.95 for the Divine Jewellery Kit. That includes the hematite. I mean, I would say for a starter, these are the right types of gemstones to start off with.
They are. They're a little bit bigger. They're a little bit more forgiving, so they're not quite so fiddly as your smaller seed beads.
Yeah.
Or if you wanted to, something like the ones used in here, they're a little bit bigger.
Yeah.
They're very easy to use, and this one is been used using a thread. So like your nylon thread, you could use that in there. And just again, I've tied a knot and put a crimp bead over it, crimp bead cover.
Brilliant.
So very easy to finish on the back there as well.
Perfect. So the kit itself, don't forget, that comes with the hematite that Sarah's just been demonstrating with the red agate, and of course those beautiful larger as well. All together, I don't know even whether we looked at the jewellery. I think we were too busy talking about the hematite, weren't we? Sorry.
That's okay.
We'll have a quick sneaky peek of that for £21.95. You do get your brushed beads and your beaded thread and your monofilament and your elastic, and finally 42 pieces of your sterling silver findings. Fantastic. Thank you for that demonstration.
Little tiny ring out the last bead that was left.
Oh,
I know.
That's cute.
I know. It just fits on my little pinky finger.
Cute feature ring. And all together, a feature look which could actually be added to with this next offer as well. So I'm going to stand here, and I'm going to think of this as perhaps an essential. Add it to your order, and again, size that would be accustomed to the loom.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I could see using the two rounds together would look really, really nice on the loom because they're very similar in size. So you could use those, and you know, you could use one row of each, or you know, intersperse them. You know, do 3 rows and maybe have two on the first row and one in the middle, one of the yellows in the middle, and then if you just swap it over, you end up with like chevrons going down, like V shapes.
Nice.
So you know, you can do all sorts with it, you know. And your pattern is literally draw out your rows on a piece of paper and literally just colour it in squares. Yeah.
And the thing is that there's quite a lot of Indian tribal jewellery was inspired within the loom. I think the loom technique, often you can think of, you know, the likes of like your pyramids and your triangles and your diamond shapes, you know, in those different formats of colour. And the contrast in particular of those two gemstones would be fantastic in the loom. I could imagine that just creating a very dramatic pattern against each other. Where you've got this combination of the yellow stripe agate and then, of course, those beautiful red tiger's eye. We're adding against that with these tubes of red jasper, and finally you've got your drop style beads, carnelian. These are going to sell out. I've got 20 left in stock. That's just to show how busy we are today. Free phone number that you've got there, 0800 644 655. Join us on the web at www.jewellerymaker.com. Your price tag should be over £21, but not today. 4 strands. I'll let them have it. I tell you what, take them for $9.95. Take them, I don't blame you. Oh my goodness me, an incredible deal. That's going to be a seller. Now, I tell you what, let me just give you one more heads up, because if you're getting all those beautiful oranges, stick with the oranges, and how about adding some peach moonstone to go with that. Oh, can I have a bit of a close-up on that one, Mags? Mags on camera too. She's going, look at that. Did you see that? She was just fast on that. Not one request, just straight in. Oh, no messing around. Look at that moonstone. Oh,
I love the cut on those. They're beautiful.
Look at the cut.
I know.
Look at that shape. I mean, that is literally a diamond, a brilliant round cut diamond. Okay, the 4 strands, looks like that's sold out. The beautiful peach moonstone is coming your way straight after the Wall of Fame. So let's do that now, Wall of Fame.
If you have a question or query for Jewellery Maker, then you can contact our call centre on 0800 644 655 and press option 2. Or alternatively, you can email help@jewellerymaker.com.
Well, I have first of all Nicola. Nicola in Huddersfield, she says, I thought I would send you my latest entry to the Wall of Fame. The bracelet is 95 sterling silver with varying size, lovely rose quartz. It took a lot of time to attach each bead. I hope you enjoy it. I'm going to put it up on my website, jewelrydragon.com, but I'm also doing a fair in Ilkley at the Clark Folly Centre on the 11th of May, and I'll take it with me then as well. Well, I think it might be sold before then, to be honest, Nicola. 11th of May. She says, love the show, please keep bringing us lots of lovely gems and inspiration. Well, we'll do our very, very best for you, Nicola. And a gorgeous look, which, as I say, I'm sure will be well and truly snapped up. Lovely look.
Good luck, Nicola. I know exactly where that centre is. My dad lives in the village just down the road.
Ah! Try to popping in then.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Oh, they're lovely.
Who's that?
This is from Diane.
In Hornfirth.
Oh.
My auntie's going to Hornfirth in a couple of weeks' time. Will you say hello to her? She's going to apparently there's a vineyard near Hornfirth. Who knew that Huddersfield had a...
No.
But yes.
Oh, wow.
There you go. Learn something new every day.
So this is number 240. Hi all at Jewellery Maker. Here's my entry for this week's Wall of Fame. My first attempt at chainmail. No.
First attempt?
That is amazing.
Diane.
Amazing.
Really? Wow. Gosh, congratulations. You're brilliant.
And she says everything is used from Jewellery Maker. She loves the show, and that's from Diane in Homefirth. Well, Diane, if that's your first attempt at chainmail, keep it up because that is just absolutely stunning.
Diane, you were made to make chainmail.
Off. Completely.
Exactly. Congratulations. Amazing. Who have I got here? I don't know whether I've got a name. Benita, it might be. I haven't got a name at the end, but I'll say Benita because that's the name of the website, I think. Here's my first Wall of Fame entry. A big thank you for the kind hearts you all have to do what you do. I've never seen anything of this sort until you all came. From the tireless presenters to the selfless designers who give more than 100%. Keep up the good job and God bless you. Oh, well, Benita, I think that's your name, and we send all of your blessings right back to you as well. And then congratulations to this gorgeous design. And it's a pleasure to think that you're getting such pleasure from effectively what we love doing anyway.
What a lovely email,
isn't it?
That's absolutely
warms our hearts.
Yeah.
So thank you very much. We appreciate that.
And I've got 242 here, and this is from Rose in Buckinghamshire.
Oh, they're cool.
Oh, they're lovely. She says, hi to everybody at Jewellery Maker. Here's my entry for this week's Wall of Fame. It's a simple 2-strand weave with multicoloured agate flat beads in 2 sizes and spaces of hematite with silver-plated findings, all from Jewellery Maker. I like it because it has lots of colours without being too bright, and it looks like a string of boiled sweets. She came to the Sunday Experience on the 21st of April and had a lovely time. And thanks to everyone for being so welcoming and making her first live TV appearance relatively stress-free. And that's from Rosie in Buckinghamshire. It is a little bit scary, isn't it, Rose?
Yeah, it's meant to be fun. It's just meant to be you coming to meet our family, and you know, you're part of the family anyway, so I'm so pleased that you felt that, you know, welcomed, Rose. That's lovely news. And if you fancy coming on joining us on the Sunday Experience, do speak to our call centre, and they'll happily put your details through, and Kirsty will be in touch with you to find out when you're free to do so. So it'd be great to think that you could join us and just like Rose have that experience. Penny in Nottingham. Hello, Penny. You are number... Is that a 3 under there? Oh no, 243 it is. She said, I made this for a friend for her birthday. She loves pearls and snowflake obsidian. Everything is from JM. I love combining gemstones and the silver plated chain. They really give a big look. I have been building up an enormous stash as I am finishing work at the end of next month, and I'm going to spend a lot of time making jewellery. Love the programmes. We'll soon be watching much more. Well, Penny, wishing you all your best. Leaving at the end of next month. So where are we now? April. So the end of May you'll be leaving work. Well, we'll be sending great vibes to you then, and wishing you all the very, very best on your journeys into jewellery making. And it'll be nice to think that you're watching us a little bit more. That's great news. And beautiful piece of jewellery. Congratulations. We've got lots to look forward to here on Jewellery Maker. Still to come. I could have left it over there, but I couldn't. I had to bring it over with me. Peach moonstone. The shape of these are just wow, and you get so many. I mean, it's all tessellated on the strand, so it means that you get loads on one strand. I mean, it's almost like a double strand.
It's almost twice as many, isn't it?
Exactly. Yeah. It certainly feels like that. And don't forget, I've got the manager's special coming up with the enamel's price slash. I don't know what price slash it's going to be, but I do know that it's a big one, is it? I've just been told it's a big one. And on top of that, we also have got the beautiful Amazonite and that Labradorite as well. Couldn't forget that one. I've also got another very special bundle. I'm not going to say too much, other than it's bundleicious. Keep watching.
The Jewellery Maker Wall of Fame is where you get to showcase your skills as a jewellery designer. And each week, one lucky entrant will win £100 credited to their Jewellery Maker account, and the runner-up receives £50. If you want to enter your design, just send a photo to studio@jewellerymaker.com. Or you can post your photos to Wall of Fame, The Genuine Gemstone Company, Unit 2D, Eagle Road, Moonsmoat, Redditch, B989HF.
There are 2 easy ways to purchase from Jewellery Maker. You can watch our show on Sky, Virgin, Freeview or FreeSat, and call our free phone number where you'll be put through to our friendly help team who can place your order. Alternatively, you can go to our website and click the sign up button. Once you have filled in the required details, you can start shopping. You can watch the show by clicking the On Air Now button on the front page. You can also use our quick search tool and narrow down your results. Once you have found an item that you like, you simply click on the Buy Now button and the item will be added to your basket. Don't forget that you can add as many items to your basket per day for only 1 P&P. Enjoy shopping with Jewellery Maker.
You can now watch clips from Jewellery Maker on our YouTube channel. Get interactive with Jewellery Maker.
Moonstone is actually very rare, and Sri Lanka is famous for its top quality. This mine is over 150 years old, and sometimes the miners find not just moonstone, but also ancient mining tools.
Well, we've just learnt by gorgeous Victoria Noss, who's just waiting to have a baby at this precise moment. Yes, she's I think she's due in about 2 or 3 weeks' time. Not that she's obviously, that was when she was in Sri Lanka. She's not pregnant over in Sri Lanka right now. She's just, I think, just down the road in Solihull. But she was over there talking about moonstone and its incredible, captivating beauty. Well, this gemstone, and this strand in particular, I think, is as enticing as any strand I've seen of moonstone. Anybody who knows me, I'm a huge fan of rainbow moonstone. I can't say enough about it. I find it delectable. And standardly, I think that I have more of a penchant for rainbow moonstone than I do any other colour of moonstone. This has it's regraded my mind. It's messing with my head a little bit, to be honest, because I think that this is one of the finest strands of moonstone we've ever put to air. Certainly peach moonstone has never ever been through my hands like this before on this channel. I've never seen the shape, I've never seen the quality in terms of the agilarescence. Now agilarescence is that there. Can you see how suddenly the light reacts? And it creates, well, it's called moonstone because it has this moonlight shimmer to it. This exceptional stone has an illuminating texture. Now, agilarescence is actually what's happening inside the stone to then react to the surface of the gemstone. Look at that. Whoa. It's just majestic. It's breathtaking. Now, if I profile this, then we get a bit more of an impact on the shape of these stones. If you were to draw a solitaire diamond, and of course a classic brilliant round cut diamond, the shape that you would profile is basically the shape that you're seeing here. That is exactly it. From the, now I'm just gonna, Max, I'm just gonna have to drop it for a second to change my hands. Okay, let me just take one of them. This is, if I hold this one, okay, let's just learn it. Let's learn a little bit about the actual shape of a gemstone. So if you were talking about a brilliant round cut diamond, there are different aspects of the stone that are standard. So in the gem world, your very top of your gemstone's called its table. So the table of the gemstone, the largest exposed top here. Now the next part of the gemstone sits from the table edge to then the widest point of the stone. Now that little truncated area here is called its crown. So that's the crown. So that dropped down to the widest point of the stone. Now the widest point of the stone is called its girdle. So you've got the table, you've got the crown, you've then got the widest point of the stone, the girdle. Now from the girdle, leading you down to the very tip of the stone is called the pavilion. So that angle, that cut down, that classic cut down that gives a beautiful depth to the stone, the intensity of the stone's light play is often responded to by the pavilion. You then get to the very tip. The tip of the stone is called the coulée. So let's just do that one more day. We've got the table, the crown, the girdle, the pavilion, and the tip is called the coulée. That is classic cut gemstone. That is timeless, classic cut gemstone. From a profile, you don't get much better than that. And I think for most people, if you are going to ask them to draw a gemstone shape, that's the shape that they would draw, because that's the side, that's the profile that you expect to see. It's the brilliant round cut diamond. Everybody thinks of that profile and that's the shape. It's a classic. It's an absolute classic for your gem collection. And look at how many you're getting. I'd suggest, but because you're getting so many tessellated within each other, so they're sitting side by side, you're getting probably double what you would normally expect from a strand like this. I mean, I've no hesitation. There is a lot of gemstones on each strand. Now, I have restricted availability on this. I'm not surprised to hear that this has already been very, very well received. If you want to join me on this, you have got to be quick today. I mean, we've got so many people watching, so many people responding. And if you've already bought from us, maybe you've got the loom, perhaps you've got one of our seed bead bundles, you've paid your postage and packing of £2.95. This is now an added to your order. I am delighted to give you this quality, and I will say to you, for me, the cut and the quality and the quantity in one strand that you're getting here does not relate to the price you're about to see. This is an exceptional price point for such breathtaking gemstones. How about this? A full strand, I'd say almost double what you would get in terms of quantity and certainly in terms of quality for one price point of just $15.95. If you were expecting this to go of £20–25, you are absolutely right. That would be my expectation. And I've worked with gemstones for a very long time, and I would have said this was over £20 easily. Each one of those gemstones cut to really have that diamond-like beauty to its shape, to really enhance that natural agilarescence, that surface sheen, this exceptional texturing. I mean, it's an illuminating stone and a warmth of colour. I would call it very feminine gemstone as well. Hugely popular offer there, £15.95. Rightly so. This is a strand of distinction, but it's not just a strand. I'd say you're getting 2 strands for 1 on this one in terms of quantity. I mean, I really do. You're getting a lot of gemstones for 1 price tag here. I mean, just to give you some idea, I'll give you a quick count. 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 22, 24, 26. Wow, 28. That's probably the 28's middle. So we're working towards 60 gems. Heading towards 60 feature-faceted gemstones. Well, that's going to work out at around, well, it's got to be less than 30 pence. Is that about 25, 26 pence each? Exceptional, exceptional opportunity to really make a difference to your jewellery making. If you would like to join me, I do have people on the lines who are queuing, and we do appreciate that you're on those phone lines, giving us your patience, but only your patience. We're not asking you to pay hundreds or 10 pence, pound per minute, none of that. Free phone number that you're dialing from a BT landline, 0800 644 655. You can join us, of course, as an alternative at www.jewellerymaker.com. I've touched upon it already today, but let's just remind ourselves that you do get a 30-day money-back guarantee with all of your purchases from us. 30 days to see if it's right for you, and if it's not right, you can send back and your money goes back into your account. We offer you a no questions asked, no quibble money-back guarantee. Our returns are very, very minimal on this channel. Our returns are very minimal for one reason. You get the quality, you get a great price. Why would you want to send it back? But it's there, you know, you've got that protection. I can't imagine anybody considering returning anything of this caliber, and so many brought together on 1 strand. I mean, really, we could have done half of the quantity and charged equal price of £15.95, and still that would have been a great price point.
Yeah, and those as earrings. You know, how many pairs of earrings are on that strand?
Yeah.
And even if you wanted to use the chandelier earring findings and use 6 in a pair of earrings, you've still got so many pairs of earrings.
That's still 10 pairs of earrings, isn't it, if you've got 60 in there? I mean, that's going to go so far. I mean, absolutely exceptional. What I love is that because of the faceting of the gemstone, you don't really know what the adularescence is going to do next. You don't know what light is going to react to at what angle. £15.95, individually beautiful, but put them together with all of those different tones and shades. Very, very exciting look. Very exciting. Oh, I'm happy. Oh, I'm very happy at that price tag. £15.95, and congratulations. Now, I do still have 2 more offers in terms of strands of distinction to fit into the show today. And I'm putting them side by side because I think they really work nicely together, because every time I've looked over at this stand and they've been there, I've seen the magnificence of the labradorescence of the turquoise and those beautiful shades of blue that match the blues of the opal. Can you see how those colours have that equal quality? I mean, totally different gemstones. I mean, absolutely totally different. But actually, interesting enough that the colour, those lovely shades of powder blues that sit within the opal, match so very well against those lovely shades of turquoise and blues and greens within the labradorescence of that beautiful rondelle strand. So those 2 strands are coming up later on in the show. Not long to go for that. But before that, we've got another kit. So let's... Oh, now that's just caught my attention. I'm nodding. I'm nodding. Because that colour and that combination is stunning. Just gorgeous. This is an amazing combination. Absolutely. Look at this colour. Bubblegum pink. True bubblegum pink. Can you remember Hubba Bubba? That's what it reminds me of. Hubba Bubba. And what was the one where you used to get the bubble gum that had the transfer on? Can you remember? There was one, was it Chubba Chaps or something? No, it wasn't. You know which one I mean, though?
The round one.
It was that colour.
With the twists on the end.
That's it, twist on the end, and you used to take it off, and you were just excited with the sweet, but then you got some kind of transfer that you could rub onto your finger.
And you always used to lick them, didn't you?
Always. Yeah, that's it. Always, because that's the only way you could do it. Yeah. That's what it reminds me of. That kind of really juicy colour pink. It's a fresh pink. It's not a fuchsia. That's not fair to describe it as fuchsia, I don't think. It's got a little bit more of a, as I say, it's juicy pink. Fantastic colour. You've got here your pink shell small nuggets. These are 6x3 to 8x5 millimetre. Oh, it's just a really good looking strand, that one. I'd work that one with a lovely simple, maybe a nice, you know, bandeau style dress, or perhaps maxi dress, you know, that kind of look. I think that would just lift very simple look to a really exciting look. But actually, we've added alongside this. Now, if those are Hubba Bubba, that's got to be Tutti Fruities. And you remember those square sweets, the Tutti Fruities? Ooh. That's them, isn't it?
I love those.
Did you?
Yeah.
I think they're still around, aren't they?
They are.
If I ever find them, I'll buy you some.
Oh, thank you.
Right? You have got here purple quartzite squares. These are 8mm and a delicious complement of colour and shape and texture and dynamic. There's everything you could want from that complement. And then we add some more, and we're adding more in the shape citrine apples. 5mm and a really nice shape, but actually a shape that I wouldn't actually on maybe slices of apple. I think of apples as being like rounded, bulbousy, but actually these are flat, so they're slices of apple that you're getting, and that makes that you're going to actually get, if I just put this to the wrist, can you see, totally flat to the wrist. So very, very wearable, workable gemstones. I've got them in a pair of earrings and I've been wearing them all day, and every so often my eye is caught as they've just shimmied. They've just shimmied.
They're just that little glance, isn't it?
I'll just move my hair. My new hair. They are so pretty. I just think they are the kind of jewellery that I would just wear. That's just, wouldn't have to think about it, pop them in and just feel like I've made an effort, that they're going to catch the light, they're going to have that summer vibe about them. Very, very pretty. You've got, yeah, your citrine apples. You've then got added in alongside that your nuggets of shell and, of course, those deep purple quartzite. That would be happily my finishing offer there in terms of opportunity. That works for me. But actually we're adding more, because we're going to add in some wire as well. You're going to get 10 meters of your 0.4mm gauge wire, which again just adds another level of dynamic, another opportunity to create feature jewellery. Beading thread, monofilament and elastic are an addition, as is over 40 pieces of sterling silver. Yes, we're on that road to sterling silver as well. That's adding the luxury finish to your jewellery. 925, that's 92.5% pure silver that sits within every one of those findings. Eye pins and head pins, shepherd hooks and jump rings, crimp beads and bolt ring clasps, all for one offer, 40 pieces and one price tag. Now, the price point on this should be over £40, and I think actually with the quality of the gemstones, and in particular the clarity of that citrine, I'd happily say just for the gemstones that £40 price tag is impressive. But you should be paying over £40 for all of these. And essentially, that one strand of citrine plus the findings would take you to £26, £27. But for one fantastic feature kit, your price tag is actually £22.95. I'll say it again, just so, because she's the cat's mother. Kim has done this 3 or 4 times today, and Kim has done a price tag that we can't find the logic in. So effectively, your citrine and your silver, your price point, those together, £25.90. Those together are £25.90. And yet the whole kit, with a further 2 strands wire and the elastic monofilament, and that's £22.95. 25, or put them all together and get it for £22.95. I'm not the only one who feels like that genuinely doesn't make sense. Sterling silver, over 40 pieces. Then you've also got those, and they are incredibly clear citrine.
They're amazing. I mean, I looked at them and I thought, what? I had to actually look it up. I had to go and find the kit and look it up and ask what they were, because I was looking at them thinking, they can't possibly be what I'm thinking they are.
No.
Because they're so clear and they're so well faceted. They're so dainty. To facet something that small and dainty, I mean, they look like little heart shapes to me. And
yeah, they're very curvaceous.
And they are so small and so dainty, and they catch the light so well. And they're all absolutely...
It's the clarity for me. You see, if I hold that like so, look at how clear those gemstones are. And for a stone like this to be so clear, you really are looking at as having to because when we start to think about a gemstone like this, when you think about quartz as a crystal formation, we've got to remember is that you can get large crystal formations of quartz, but most of it is densely rutilated. You know, think of your rutile quartz. That's what you expect from this gemstone. You have an anticipation that you'll have some kind of internal texturing. So this clarity really is us really finding some of the finest forms of this gemstone. Beautiful strand, truly magnificent, clear as a bell. So you've got those 3 feature strands, and then you've got the resulting feature jewellery. Now, as I say, don't forget, I've got a pair of earrings in that I've been wearing all day. And you can see how impressive the jewellery is. That's beautiful.
It had to be done. I made that first. I thought, I don't mind if I've used the majority of the gemstones in one piece of jewellery, because I just wanted to make something that was a standout piece of jewellery. I fell in love with it once it was made as well. And it just shows that you can make feature pieces of jewellery with lots of different shapes of gemstones. Don't be afraid to put them together and get, you know, lots of different features coming through. Yes, it was a little time consuming because each single piece of that gemstone on the chain is individually wire wrapped, because it's a 44mm chain, so you need to wrap the loops to make sure they're secure, but just beautiful. Absolutely love making it.
Stand out. It is a standout piece of jewellery.
Yeah.
And I think it stands out, and I don't mean this in a funny way, but it stands out because the colours, and then you've created this really exciting finish to the movement of the strands.
Yeah.
It feels a little bit 20s, not the colour of the 20s, but actually the styling of it.
Definitely, yeah. It's got a little bit of vintage toy.
Yeah, it's got that zhuzh.
Yeah, going about it. And then, you know, I was sort of thinking, right, what shall I make next? You know, do I want to make another necklace? And I thought, no, let's go and we'll make earrings and rings and bracelets to go with it. So, and you know, as you say, the earrings you're wearing are really an everyday pair of earrings that you could wear with any outfit, because they're so clear and so beautiful that you could wear that with a beautiful black crisp suit, a linen you know, palazzo pants in the summer. The dress you're wearing, it absolutely works perfectly. And again, you know, you've got a piece of jewellery that's, I think, timeless and such a classic that you can pick out your jewellery box and pop on every single day. And I love pieces of jewellery like that.
Absolutely. It's kind of what I look for in my jewellery, that I don't have to think, I could just pick up and you know, make the most of.
And sometimes those are the pieces that really sell. When you're selling jewellery on a store, yes, it's lovely to have your feature pieces of jewellery, but to have pieces that people can pick up and say, I know that Joan will wear that, and Marge will wear that, and whoever else in the family will wear that, and they're great for little stocking fillers or presents or birthday things. So
especially when you've made this ring, and you're going to actually show us how to make the ring, aren't you?
Yes, I'm going to show you how to make that.
How cute is that?
It is just, it's so... And I had a little bit of wire left, and I thought, what do I do with a little bit of wire? And there we are.
Well, especially when, as you say, you've got that clear citrine. It's just such an addition, isn't it? It is. Glistening away. So, you've got...
I have
lots of
pieces of wire. I have 4 lengths of wire, and this is just to show you how to make the bail of the ring. And what I've done with those pieces of wire is I've folded them in half. So I've basically got 8 pieces of wire. And what I'm going to use is something that you may have in your toolkit that you may not have used for this reason. It's my bead reamer out of the large toolkit.
Oh, yes.
And at the end, it's got a sort of set of jaws And what I'm going to use is the set of jaws in the end there. I'm actually going to put my wire inside the set of jaws together, like that, and tighten that up, if I get the right way, so that it's actually working as a hand for me. So it's got my wires in there. And what I'm going to do then is take my flat pliers and hold the rest of my wire in my flat nose flat pliers as best I can. You won't get all of them, but don't panic. And just twist the bead reamer, and that will twist all of your wires together. So now the 0.4 wire is taking on a real structural piece of wire. So that's how I made it.
It actually looks really, really pretty because it is twisted. Yeah. It just catches the light different as well, doesn't it?
Smooth as well. No sharp bits, nothing. So once you've done that, I will move on to Mark 2,
right.
Which is, you can see that I've basically taken my wire out and I've chopped all the wires so they're separated, and I've taken them out into little tree formations, if you like, at the end there. And what I'm going to do is use my ring mandrel, and I'm going to take the wire across my ring mandrel, and I'm just going to twist that around itself, and then I'm going to take this one underneath the other one and carry on twisting both of them together until I get to roughly the desired length I want. And you can see I've ended up with like a little knot on there.
Pretty.
Yeah, and that's the centre part in there. And then what I did with these unpromising looking tree branches is onto two of them I added on one of my lovely little citrine. Try and get them on there. And if they won't go through, you can always use your flat pliers just to coax them along a little bit, because these wires will be a little bit bent because of where we've been twisting. And then what I did was the sort of tiara technique, where you take the wires back round.
Simple twist.
And then just twist them. Such a difficult technique. And then I did that on each single set of 4 on each end, and that's what you ended up with.
Just like that. Isn't that brilliant? It's incredible, the result. You've got here citrine, you've got those gorgeous purple quartzite squares, you've got your pink shell small nuggets, plus of course you get the wire as part of this. It's 0.4mm gauge wire, and it's 10 meters of that pink color silver plated. And you should be paying over £40, but of course you know that's not the price you're paying. You're getting sterling silver as well, $22.95. Now of course you've just been talking about the large toolkit. Just to highlight the large toolkit graphics, the information is down there. 10 pieces, including that reamer which you've worked with there, and that's £15.95. We can give you more information after the break. I'm going to keep that ring on for a second. I'm going to grab that microphone and I'm going to go this way. Guys, are we going to come? Are we meeting in the middle? Let's meet in the middle. Look, you come to me and I'll come to you. How's that sound? How are you doing, ladies?
Very well, thank you.
Having a good day?
Absolutely fantastic.
Now, we do have some returning faces, because at least 2, if not 3 of you have already done courses as part of our Jewellery Maker workshops. Which courses have you done?
I've done chainmail and Laura bindings, intermediate wire work.
And now you're on to the beading thread. Adventures with Beading Thread with Gemma. Gemma takes you step by step on basically how to make the most out of beading thread. And I think beading thread is probably, for most people, when you've got into jewellery making, it's something that you have instantly and you want to make the most of it. That's the essentials?
Absolutely, it's brilliant.
So you've already started?
Yes, absolutely.
Have you ever?
Yes.
Look at that face. Gemma's like that. Yeah, of course we have.
Yes.
What have you done so far then?
We've done a plaited necklace with like a pendant at the bottom of it, which I didn't find very easy, but Gemma was brilliant. So, and I've managed it. And
that's the thing. I think sometimes you can watch, but just to have that step-by-step instruction and have somebody to turn to and go, exactly how can I do it, will make the difference. Let me come around this side. So can I sit in the middle? Can I sit? Stand, sit, hey, it's all the same. And so have you done one of our courses?
This is my first one.
First course?
Yes.
Having a good time?
Fantastic.
Already had a walk around? Have you seen the museum?
I've not had a walk around yet, but I'm going to. But Gemma's been great. It's just like the fiddly bits that you think, oh gosh, yeah, I can do that. and then it makes you think a little bit more about your design.
And I think that's the essentials, is that I think for a lot of people, the DVDs are fantastic. I have, you know, Gemma and I did that, the Adventures with Bead and Thread, and I find the DVDs fantastic. But actually, there is that moment where you do want to turn to somebody and say, hang on a minute, what did you do there? Because I can't get that right. That's where you've got Gemma to step in and do that.
It's great.
Oh, that's brilliant.
Yeah.
So you've found that the workshop is already giving you that opportunity.
Yes, it is. Especially when you're doing your plaiting and then you think, I've gone wrong somewhere. And what it is, you've turned it over. So then you've got to go back and do it properly, which I did. She's very good, absolutely fantastic.
Yeah, I'm very jealous. She's beautiful and she's clever. We have lots of courses running here at Jewellery Maker. If you do fancy joining us, and in particular if you fancy joining Gemma and doing the Adventures with Beading Thread, like these wonderful ladies, well, it would be great to have you here in the studios and to join us on one of those workshops. So we're going to tell you a little bit more about that, and we're going to go straight into the Wall of Fame straight after this.
Want to learn how to make the most of your beading thread? Then come and join in the fun on our Adventures with Beading Thread workshop. Guest designer Gemma Crow will inspire you to design stunning feature pieces of jewellery that will help you to make use of your essential stash items. Full course includes a selection of beading thread, a selection of findings, a bead scoop, use of all relevant tools and equipment, a buffet lunch and refreshments, a tour of the studios and a visit to our Gemstone Museum. All of this for just $64.95. For further information, contact our call centre on 0800 644 655.
In Cardiff, how are you doing, Sian? You're 244. She says, this is my necklace inspired by the gorgeous Mark. It is made from rose quartz nuggets pearls. This was my first ever necklace and macrame using beading thread. Love the final effect. I'm going to have a go with different centre gems as I think this design is perfect for summer. I think you're quite right, Sian. I think it is a perfect creation, that beautiful look, and looking forward to seeing the resulting other gemstones that you create as well. So that's 244.
I've got 245 here, and this is from Jane in Uxbridge. She says, hello to all at Jewellery Maker. With all the blossom about at the moment, I have been inspired to make this week's Wall of Fame, made with Jewellery Maker 0.8 and 0.4 pink wire, pearls, apatite chips, pink fuchsia agate. I know. Plus some small pink shell pearls from her stash. It's the first time she's done any wire twisting, and she must say she really enjoyed it.
Oh, good.
Keep up all the fun and love Carol's brand new bundle song today. And that's from Jane in Uxbridge. That's lovely. I love those.
Funky, aren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, I like them too. And I've got Karina. Karina in Brighton, how you doing? She says, and just let you know, 246. These are just some of the dozen adjustable length charm bracelets I made using gems from a bead scoop. There are pearls, quartz, pyrite, hematite, lapis lazuli, tiger's eye, amethyst, labradorite and other gems, although at present unable to identify some. Well, if you ever get stuck, you know, just let me know and I'm sure I'll be able to help you out. I'm pretty good at looking at even on photographs, so if there's anything that you get stuck with, you can always send me. Now, what's my email? Vicki at TGGC, so the Genuine Gemstone Company, TGGC. If you want to send me any of the photos, if you've got any gemstones that you can't quite identify, I'm happy to help out. If I can always go to one of our gemologists as well. So just let me know if there's anything I can help you with there, Karina. Because the bead scoops are brilliant. I mean, I love our bead scoops. We don't see enough of them, and that's because we don't have many spare. That's for truth. But actually, I love the idea of getting such a variety. Karina, you've done a great job there.
Yes, and I have 247. Ooh, I love the duck in this, in the display. And this is from Lynn in Largs. Hi all at Jewellery Maker. It's sunny here at last.
Hey.
Hope it is for you too. I guess Largs is abroad somewhere. Here is the second necklace I have made using this lovely shade of blue magnesite. I still have some more left. I've already made 5 necklaces from my 3-strand magnesite bundle. The blues look like lapis lazuli, and that's from Lynn in Largs.
Largs, I think, is in Scotland.
Is it? See, I don't know. I've not been to Scotland very much, so...
Yeah.
Sorry.
Claire's just had a revelation in my ear that she's never been to Scotland. Are you joking me? Claire, I need to take you there. Oh, it's a wonderful. Oh my goodness me! Right, you can come up in the October holidays. You can come up and you can with our family. Every year we go, and it's probably the finest holiday. Oh, it's a beautiful place in the world. 248. Maureen in Surrey, another part of the world that I like. Here in the Wall of Fame, she said chainmail is so fluid. This is silver plated. I aspire to make chainmail with sterling silver one day. All the components are from Jewellery Maker. Well, thank you for that, Maureen, and a beautiful creation. You are very talented. This chainmail business, I tell you what, I need to get on that course. I just got to get on that course. I just keep on looking at my diary, and every time it's on the diary, I'm like, oh, I can't get that one. I must do the chainmail. I love the result. So congratulations, you're all inspiring me. Can I show you these 2 strands again? Now, they're not coming together, they are separate offers, but for me, they work so nicely that I do want to see them together. You've got there these beautiful blue opal, certainly some of the largest opal that we've got, and also your labradorite as well, this rondelle strand of labradorite. They're both strands of distinction. I mean, I can't genuinely say anything other than if you've tuned in, if you've bought anything from us today, I know you will be buying these 2. I know that for the pricing that I know we can do on these, you will be. And if you haven't bought from us today, first of all, where have you been? Because we've had too many deals for you to miss out on. And if you haven't, you will be getting these £2.95 as your standard delivery, and you can keep on adding throughout the day. Of course, the gorgeous Jenny will join you later on. It's a birthday tomorrow, so you have to send lots of birthday messages. So text in when she's joined you at 5 till 9. You need to send her some happy birthday messages. I might go and get her a cake. We have got lots of treats. We've talked about the large toolkit because, of course, you use the ring, which is a brilliant idea to hold the wire in. Gemma Crow's very impressed with you with that idea. She was like, have you done that? Oh, that's brilliant. So if you want to know about the toolkit, we're going to tell you then, and then we're going to do our manager special.
We all know that you need the right tools for the job. So here at Jewellery Maker, we have developed our very own tool set just for you. In this larger set, we have provided more tools to help you develop your jewellery making skills even further. The kit includes wire cutters, a bead reamer with replacement tips, an awl, tweezers with a scoop, a sliding gauge, a snip, and all the essential pliers you will need. All of this is yours for just $15.95, neatly presented in a carrying case with an embossed Jewellery Maker logo. Stay tuned for more advice, tutorials and demonstrations of jewellery making. We provide the tools, you provide the skill.
Manager special deal for you here on Jewellery Maker. Now, when we say manager special, I'm sure there's probably a lot of people going, now is it really going to be a manager special? Quite simply, this was not in our schedule. This was nothing, there's nothing to do with Kim or myself. This is Ed, our manager. He's bringing this offer to you, and obviously we've got to appreciate that manager status gives managers pricing, and then that is a fact. Right? There is no point in us pretending, there's no point in us giving anything other than that the absolute genuine perspective of what's about to happen. We are bringing you something that Kim and I could not do unless we had a manager approval, because the pricing on this bundle just couldn't happen any other time than with that seal of approval. We wouldn't dare. You know, the simple fact is we like our jobs, we want to keep our jobs, and we couldn't do that price tag that you're about to get unless we had this seal of approval. You're getting everything. I haven't got a huge quantity, in all honesty. I haven't got as many as I would like based on the price we're about to do. But what I do have, I really will encourage you to to go for this, because this is everything you need to get started into enamel. Now, if you haven't seen any resulting jewellery of enamel, then we will do our very, very best to give you those photographs now. Take a look at this. Take a look at the potential jewellery that you could be creating. So from these beautiful charms, where you can mix up the different textures, the different shapes. Can I just say, if these don't sell out within the live show, when I come off air, I am going to buy this. It's something that I have said for so long, and I'm starting to get bored with myself, that I keep on talking about it, and then I just don't get round to it. But it's normally that we come off air and we'll have sold out. If it doesn't, if there's one left, that one will be mine. That's after, I won't do it now because obviously I can't do that. But if it when I come off air,
you need to get that.
Have you got?
I've got it, and I just love the fact the results are so quick. And the fact is, if you make a mistake, you pop it back in and remelt it. How forgiving is that? I mean, there are very few crafts where if you make a mistake, you can just do it again.
That's it, and there is no waste.
No
waste. That's another thing I love about it, because most things there is some element of waste. This, not a sausage of waste, nothing you waste in this. I mean, imagine that. So everything that you get, all the ingredients, can then be used and used again. And in particular, one of the nicest parts about it is that they can mix together, but you can also use them as separate entities as well. It really is something that, as somebody who's watched jewellery making for probably about 2.5 years now, I've watched it. This is probably one of the most exciting resulting jewellery in a very easy way.
Yeah.
And this is everything. This is everything you need to get started. So I'll explain first of all the melting pot. Now the melting pot is the whole principle. It is ergonomically designed and it's designed for purpose. And now is it already going on the web? Okay, those on the web who've seen the price tag on this, you've got to appreciate that this is a manager's special. I can't guarantee this price point again, and I'm being true to this. I don't believe that even on staff costing that I would be able to get this price tag. I don't believe that I could buy this bundle and get it for staff cost less than this. That's how good this price tag is. I've worked here for nearly 8+ years. In fact, over 8 years now. So I would think that I would deserve, I think I would deserve the fact that, you know, to get a really good staff discount. You're about to get a better discount than I could get after working for this company for over 8 years. That's how good this offer is. Serious. So you're going to get the melting pot, and as I say, it's designed for purpose. It's very hot, so when you put it in, when you plug it in, please just be aware it's hot, but it's doing the job to then pop in your powders. Pop in the powders. You can see they're the granular form. And you put them in, and essentially within probably, gosh, 20-30 seconds, when this is up to temperature, 40 seconds, a minute at the tops, it goes into liquid. It goes into your liquid form enamel. You then pour it into your moulds, and you've got all 3 moulds here. This is coming within this pack, so this is a starter pack with everything you need. Pour into the moulds, leave, I would suggest probably a minute, depending on the room temperature, minute to 2 minutes. It doesn't take long at all. Pop, done.
Oh, so easy. Just a word with the melting pot. Anything that's black on the melting pot won't be hot. So
okay, anything that's hot,
anything that's black, anything that's silver, don't touch it.
Yeah.
Don't even think about it.
Yeah.
And also, once you've got your mold, your enamel in your moulds, and you might just think, oh, it's just that little bit's just dribbled out. Don't even be tempted to touch it. If you need to touch it with anything, touch it with the spatula, because
and the spatula comes with it.
I have burnt myself with the stuff, and I can tell you it is hotter than anything that you'll get out of the oven. It's just amazingly hot. So be very, very careful with it. But the results are so fantastic. Absolutely. And it's so quick.
And it's the quickness, and it's the reusable.
And it's the results. The results are so fantastic.
Yeah, you're right.
The marbling effects you can get by using 2 or 3 different coloured powders together. The fact that if you start off with the red and then you want to add a little bit of the purple, then you can add a bit of the shimmer flakes.
That's
and you get each single one will be then different. And then if you think, right, I've finished with the red, pour it out onto, if you've got a heat-proof mat, pour it out onto that, let it go solid, break it up, put it in a pot and keep it somewhere, and you can remelt it 6 months down the line.
That's it, and there's no lifespan to it, so literally you can just keep it and use it when you want to. Yeah. You could wear it, make a piece of jewellery, wear it, then put it back in the pot, melt it again, and make something totally different. It is brilliant. To my thoughts, I just think it's fantastic. Genuinely do think this is fantastic. Now, can I just show, Claire, you just showed about three slides in, you showed using the glitter. You know, the little, that's it. Can you see the foil, the little glitters? Well, this is your Stellar Flash. Not the same principle, because that's obviously the gold, but the same principle can be created by adding the Stellar Flash. It just adds that lovely luminescent quality. You will get, on top of that, you will also get your mica powders. Now you're going to get the citrus yellow, you're going to get your copper, and you're also going to get your silver. So those are your mica powders, those are additional powders. And you're also going to get your gilding wax. So the pendant, the heart-shaped pendant as well, guys, that we showed, that has actually the gilding wax. And literally the gilding wax, you put it on your finger, you take it out of the pot, you put it on your finger and you rub it on, and when you rub it on, it then gives like also like another layer of colour. So those are your gilding wax. This is everything as a manager's special. Now this is serious, because this is everything you need to get started into jewel enamel at a price tag that should be $89.95, beg your pardon, $89.95. Manager's special. The only time we would be able to do this price tag is with a manager's special approval. We literally, we just couldn't do this price point unless we had this approval. 89, 79, no. How about from 89 we drop to 69.95, £20 saving. Huge opportunity, big chance to make a big difference to your jewellery collection. If you want to join us, it's less than £70, and as I say, I do not believe that I would be able to buy this as staff costing at this price point. That's how essentially amazing that offer is, because it literally is. I mean, I don't know whether you've seen any of the pieces being made from the mask, but that mask just, it's extraordinarily exciting to get creative. It's something that you could do with children. I think perhaps the heat of the thing you need to be careful of, and obviously I would suggest adults do the actual pouring of the heat. But truthfully, I think there's a lot of aspects that my daughter would love this.
The children with supervision would be fine. So my son's he's 11 now. I certainly think if I was keeping a very close eye on him, then that would be okay. But it's not something I would want to leave even with, unless they were sort of teenagers. I wouldn't want to leave them with it. But you know, certainly close supervision, getting them to add the powders into the pots and pop the molds and things like that.
I'd be doing it, but I'd get them to maybe give me the creativity of the colours and you know, what shall we create, what should we do with it. It's $69.95. Congratulations, it's a manager's special. Oh my goodness me, I hope that you leave that for me. I hope you leave at least one for me on that one. Such a cool offer, such a cool offer. Okay, straight to. Now this is a bit of an add-on offer. Oh, that's a good idea. Okay, good idea. An add-on. So you come with the starter kit with a purple, a gold and a red. We're going to give you an add-on of aquamarine, peridot and jet colours. So you've got your black, green and your turquoise blue. And you're going to get the DVD as well. Now the DVD is step-by-step instruction, how to get started into jewel enamel. It is a very simple procedure, but this step-by-step with Liz will actually give you, I guess, the added detailing, you know, taking you to how you add in simple things like how do you connect it to a piece of jewellery. If it's in a mould, how do you then make it into a piece of jewellery? It gives you everything you need to get going. It's an hour long, 55 minutes I think minimum them is it is, and it gives you all of the step-by-step creations and opportunity to get started. Plus the colours, those colours are fab. Loving that. So what price tag is it? What can we do? Now the price point of the powder themselves plus the DVD should be taking you to almost £17. So you should be paying almost £17 for this combination. Of course, £4.95 for the DVD and the powders added on as well. What price tag it actually is £9.95.
Now I'm wanting one of those to be left for me, just for the powders. I mean, I've got the DVD and I've watched the DVD. It's so full of tips, but for those powders alone, I've seen somebody make some really, really gorgeous faux-looking sea glass. You know the sea glass you get off the beaches. They've made pendants that look like sea glass, but they're made out of enamel. And I saw those up on the Facebook page, and they were amazing. And just for those colours, because I don't think I've seen those colours anywhere else.
I've not seen those colours before. Those colours are amazing. And then the black. Could you imagine maybe working with some gold metal and then having the black feature?
The black would look great with the red and the purple. Oh, it would look amazing. And you just need that little bit, just a tiny bit, and you get a really great marble coming through.
Okay, allocation is... It is going very, very well. That price offer is big. It should be closer to 17. You've got it for less than 10. The DVD alone, but that, actually, if you put it in principle, the DVD is £4.95. That means we're doing 3 pots of enamel for less than £5. And those should be £4 each. And yet we've done them. Goodness me, that's what I'm talking about. That's the kind of deal you want from Jewellery Maker, isn't it? You can't expect it, but when it comes, it's a phenomenal opportunity. £9.95 is all you pay. Please, please understand that this is the time to buy these deals. They don't come along very often, but when they do, and I guess, you know, we do a deal like this is because we've just done the manager special. We want a back-to-back offer, and we've done that for £9.95. Wowzers. Congratulations to you. Ooh, moving on. Moving on, gotta move on. Where am I moving on to? Can I do the opal yet? Oh, go on. Go on, please, 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 please. Thank you. Okay. I went very quiet because I really want to do the... I know, beautiful. But come on, we've got to do the opal at some point. Kim said she was going to do a couple of more deals, but she could fit those... I know. We're going to do it. No, you're not going to get this one. That's a certain. A gemstone of such exquisite powder blues. Now, a lot of people would look at this gemstone and go, instant Peruvian blue, and it certainly has that colouring about it, hasn't it? It has that lovely sense of texture, tone, this pastel quality that really only opal can create a drama from such a delicate shade of blue. I find that strands like this are they are so exciting to see visually, but they are just as exciting to feel, because it's interesting because opal is actually a very different type of gemstone feel to any other stone because it's light. It is a very light gemstone. In fact, in terms of its actual formation, it's spheres of water, essentially. It's around about, well, it could be up to 20% water, this gemstone. Hydrated silica is its chemical term. Now, interestingly, this gemstone is very, very porous. So therefore, when you're putting perfume on, if you're doing hairspray, if you're washing, anything like that, put your perfume on first, then put on your jewellery, because this gemstone is so porous. Because it's full of water, this gemstone will just absorb. It'll take in any kind of moisture. Now, having said that, it's that hydrated silica, it's the water content that makes this such an exciting finish. There's no other stone like it. There is not another gemstone that has that spherical formation. And because of this beautiful quality about it, it's very, very unique. Now I have a piece of information. I have got fact of the day. Do you want a fact? It's the fact of the day, fact of the day, fact of the day, fact of the day, fact of the day. Fact of the day. Yes, it is your fact of the day. Here with me, Vicky C. Fact of the day, 2008, late 2008, NASA reported to have found opal on Mars. Fact of the day. Yes, that was it. You have got here beautiful blue opal, a gemstone that quite simply is stratospheric. It is out of this world. Ooh. You have got the most exceptional opportunity. Again, very similar to the moonstone. You're getting a lot of gemstones on one strand. They are tightly knit. They are all tessellated to each other, so they're kissing each other. So because of that, you're getting lots and lots on one strand. Oh, and you're going to kiss me when you see this price tag. I should be so lucky, look. How about this? Blue opal, graduated faceted drops. Are you ready for it? $12.95 is all you pay. $12.95. It is a ludicrous price. That's not even giving it the justice it deserves in terms of its credentials at all. I mean, truthfully, if you went on our website, you'd be paying 18, 19, 20 pounds for gems. Like, to my thought process, this has got to be some of the largest and certainly one of the most affordable pieces of opal.
Subtle, delicate, baby powder blues. I just think that's the most amazing colour. And if you know someone who's had a baby boy, can you imagine making a nice piece of jewellery out of that for someone who's just had a little baby boy? I just think that would be just so lovely. But I love opals anyway because they mean a lot to me. So, my mum always wore them, and because I haven't got my mum anymore, it's like every time I see an opal, I think, oh, my mum. So that's why.
Memories.
Yeah, I've got loads of pieces of jewellery that have got opals in from my mum, so they mean an awful lot to me.
And the interesting thing is that, not to get too serious, but actually, you know, things like that attachment, that gemstones can do that, jewellery can do that. Jewellery has got an incredibly emotive power about it. You know, we've got stuff from my nana, and my nana was so important to us and still is. I mean, still to this day, I can't say anything other than my nana is so essential to my family living, and her jewellery is equally as important, you know, now as it was then, or you know what I mean. I think that's the thing, is that gemstones have that attachment, jewelry have that attachment, you know, that it has got something that transcends.
And it's quite funny what you say about opals absorbing things. If I get my mum's opal ring out of the box, it actually smells of her perfume even now.
I was just about to say, I bet you any money, does it smell of it?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, so, you know, every time I open the box, it actually smells of her perfume. It smells like, I remember my mum always wore that perfume. And it's just like, I get it out, put it on my hand, and I think, yeah, that's my mum. And I put it away because it's for the boys when they're older. But I put it away, and I just think, you know, how nice is that to have that, and those memories and those emotions that come with a piece of gemstone. And opal is one of those ones that does that for me every time.
And that's the thing about, like, I think we sometimes perhaps lose perspective on the longevity of jewellery like this.
Yeah.
Because I think with when you're making jewellery, certainly with the synthetics, it probably has a bit more of a short-term gain. Yeah. Whereas I think when you're working with genuine gemstones and you're making your own masterpieces, actually there is a longevity. There is much more of the chance to pass on your jewellery to as you said, to your sons. And you know, I know that my jewellery collection has changed since I've had my daughter, because I'm buying with the perspective of not just this jewellery being for me, but I'm buying for her as well.
Definitely.
You know, and there is something different about it. I think gemstones like this have got that quality about them.
And if you're using your precious metals, your sterling silver, or your gold-plated sterling silver with it, then you're using techniques that are used by professional jewellers to make your own jewellery, and it's got that longevity. Don't just think, oh, because I'm making it by hand, it's not going to have that longevity. You're putting those techniques in there, it will last, it will stand the test of time.
And actually the interesting thing is that you can also change the design. You know, you can use the ingredients, you know, just like my nana had a beautiful necklace, and actually the clasp broke, etc. Well, actually that's now changed. It's a different piece of jewellery. It's now a bracelet. And it's, you know what I mean? So the nice thing about making your own jewellery is that you can keep the essence of the ingredients and treasure those, but you can change them to maybe give a different design, a different look, something that's maybe more appropriate to you if you think, you know, there is that opportunity.
Definitely.
And I think almost we should stick in the same vein. Let's stick with the same thought process, and let's just bring in that labradorite. Would you agree, Kim? I feel like I just need to do that, if that's all right. I know that I'm probably overruling Kim's decisions, but I just think that we're in that moment of going, look, this jewellery is special. This gemstone jewellery is special. Let's just stick with how special it is. By blimey, that's gorgeous. Look at how that suddenly caught the light. How many labradorite have I got, Kim? Oh, it's not bad. That's not bad. I'm not discontent by that. But Kim says, yeah, but at the price that she's about to do, it'll be here and gone. Oh, that's a bit of a challenge now, isn't it? Look. Oh, she's like some kind of gladiator taunting me. Oh. And with that labradorite, I shall have thee. I shall bring you thy price, and I shall slash it. 'Tis I, Kim Spartacus, producer of Jewellery Maker. That's actually how she talks all the time. All the time. With a Birmingham twang. Tis I, Kim Spartacus. That was a rubbish way of trying to do any kind of... I don't even know what accent that was. Labradorite. You've got your labradorite faceted rondelles. These are, well, what's the word for them? Perfect. Fit. These are fit, says Kim. Ah, yes, Spartacus Kim says they're fit. This is, oh, you're thinking of Brad Pitt. Ah, right, Brad Pitt and Gladiator, fair dues. Labradorite, faceted rondelles. These gorgeous. These are textbook. They are, I've got cues on the lines. Cues on the lines. Please be patient with us. We'll process your call as fast as we can. I've got a good quantity to go around, so if you pick up the phone now, you should be successful. But when you see the price tag, I'll have to highlight what's the word. First come, first served. How low can we go, Kim? You have got here a feature. I mean, obviously using the word perfect is kind of dangerous, really. But I would suggest to you, I know what I'm looking for from this gemstone. I've seen good quality. I've seen great quality. This is perfect quality. This is what I want from this gemstone. Labradorescence, light play, reaction. Colours are extreme, from the neon turquoises to vibrant greens to these beautiful rich blues. You've got some violets coming through there. I mean, it is textbook. And the price point on this one, absolutely outlandish. How about this? Textbook labradorite for... Sorry. Just stay there. Hang on. I'm just going to go and give her a kiss. Come here. Come here. Give us a smacker. Mwah. Loving it. What's that about? I had to do that, though. Come on. You got to give her a reward. Eh? Punishment. Reward. $8.95. Well, I thought I'd save you the walk, you know, Kim. I thought I'd come to you. You're welcome. $8.95. $8.95 is all you pay. Goodness me.
That is absolutely amazing price. The depth of colour on that strand.
The dynamic colour. It's not even depth, it's dynamic.
It's just got, it's just amazing. I mean, that... Oh, you could use it in so many ways. I'm thinking popping it in some combs to go in hair, to go with a... I've actually got a top that's got very similar sort of... It's like a blue with like a little silver running through it. When it moves, it gives a similar sort of quality to that. And just to go with that for an evening out.
Pair of drop earrings.
Ooh.
Hey, actually, could you imagine just those?
Ooh.
Oh, hang on, let me take those earrings out. Let's go glamour, because for $8.95 you'd pay that for like synthetics, wouldn't you? A pair of synthetic earrings.
Much more.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, just think of these.
Ooh. Yeah.
Could you imagine that? And then just all of those catching the light, and you've got, I mean, serious drop there. I know that's going, but actually I'm just saying that's just how exciting. Or every single one of those.
Make like a hoop with them as well.
Hoops.
Yeah.
Oh, a nice hoop.
Hoops are really still great, you know.
Oh yeah.
Huge in earrings, you know, so.
They would look cool.
They look lovely.
They wouldn't they?
Yeah.
Commission those. Anyone? Happy that? I love that. On them. £8.95, congratulations. I've got queues on the lines of at least a minute and a half. Please do be patient. It is a free phone number that you're dialing. I do still have availability in terms of quantity. Please don't worry about that. I do have quantity available for those of you who are on the lines. If you just give us your patience, then your phone will be processed. Your phone call will be processed as soon as we can and in strict rotation. Congratulations if you got that one. That is an absolute corker of a price tag, an absolute almost revelation of a price, really. Outlandish. Only if you just got the opal. Oh, that's like the holy grail, isn't it? Oh, well, hang on a minute. Could you imagine that as a bundle? Goodness me. Now, I haven't even told you about my last bundle. I did mention it earlier on and I said, oh, I've got this bundleicious offer. And then I haven't even had the chance to be able to show you it. Moonstone, fluorite, and check these out. In fact, I'm just going to take this off. I'm just going to give you a close-up. Just look at this. Just take a look at this. Just exceptional size amethyst. There are some hints of citrine in there, mind. I'm going to say that. Look at that. Gosh. Exceptional. Exceptional size. I'm just wondering. Wow. Do you know that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's just 6 of the gemstones. That's it. Just 6 of those gemstones. And 6 out of a strand. You'd probably make another 2 or 3 of those bracelets. Could you imagine how much would you charge, or would you expect to be charged if you tried to buy this elsewhere? If you tried to buy... Look at this. 1, 2, 3. They are outlandish. Oh my gosh. Okay. It's a bundle combination that I'd happily buy just one of those strands. I really do love that fluorite. The fluorite is such a good quality. If I hold that out and show you the range, I mean, that for me, that shows you just our dedication to sourcing the best. Because if you try to buy fluorite in other places, and I will say I do my research, a lot of research, to make sure I sit and be really happy and comfortable with our pricing and to be comfortable with our quality. And I will say to you, you know, from my research perspective, I know there are not many places that can compete to the quality, let alone the price of our strands like this. There is a lot of colour going on with this fluorite. If you look elsewhere, you'll see fluorite, but do you see this range? Do you see this beautiful medley of dark and rich and light and fruity? Do you get all of that mix? I suggest not. You're getting that look from one feature strand, and that's just one of the feature strands. Your second strand, well, whew. If you did get the peach moonstone earlier on, imagine mixing those two together. That wets your whistle now, doesn't it? Gosh. Okay, so the peach moonstone we did earlier on. And just take a look Just take a look at how the light play just moves within those stones. That white moonstone, graduated faceted medium nuggets, 9 by 5 to 17 by 8, 18 centimetre strand. And again, each one of those stones is a feature. Each one of those is size and statement quality. Now that strand alone has got to be 14, 15 quid, is it? That strand is $14.95, is it? Okay, can I just reiterate, that strand alone should be $14.95. I want you to just think, please, just go to our website. You don't even price research elsewhere. You can do that in 30 days. That's your money back guarantee. But do your research now on our website on that strand. You will be paying $14.95 for that one strand, that one lot. Kim, what kind of a day is this? When we then do that strand, this very strand, moonstone strand, $14.95, fluorite, and then feature amethyst slabs. They're nearly 400 carats of that. $14.95 for the rainbow moonstone. For the whole three, $16.90. But you are looking for another kiss now, aren't you? You're pushing that price just so you can have another smacker. I know the truth. I know the reality. $16.95. Less than that means we are doing the moonstone for $14.95, and then a pound for one of our most popular gemstones. Look at the size of these. Just look at this. That's crazy. A pound for nearly 400 carats of amethyst. And there are some beautiful citrine qualities with that. I mean, there is certainly a flavour of ametrine about it, to be honest. I mean, to this strand, that's what I can see. But, and obviously, the quality that you're looking at here, truly incredible. It feels so outlandish to offer deals like this one. It feels so, it feels right but wrong. You know, somewhere in the middle where you're going, oh, that's brilliant. Oh, that's wrong. Oh, that's excellent. Oh, that's wrong. That's where I am. I'm in that little twilight zone of right and wrongness. $16.95. You've got $14.95 for the moonstone, a further pound per strand for your beautiful fluorite and your amethyst. Gorgeous offer. Incredible. If you're on the line, stay on those lines. If you've joined us on the web, congratulations, and don't forget, you've got to check out www.jewellerymaker.com, a feature opportunity. Now, shall we stick with that fluorite just for a second and just add in some amazonite? Actually, we could add in the amethyst as well, couldn't we, with that? Oh, what the heck, we'll add the moonstone as well. Let's just remind ourselves that's a brilliant deal. That works, mind. That certainly works for me. Amazonite, well, we've looked at it all day. We have seen it all day now. I have given you it from the moment we came to air. I think I showed you it was probably the first 5 or 10 minutes I showed you this strand. I'm now giving you the chance at the very back end of the show to offer. So this has been nearly 4 hours that we have been offering you and showing you what we have in terms of this beautiful twisted pillow design. Now these are 30 by 15 millimeter. They're not small. They are beautifully formed. You've got this lovely curvaceous, almost waves, and the color almost inspires that wave-like feel about them. You see there that movement, that lovely striking movement of each one of those stones. How about this? 30 by 15, over 300 carats. Look, we've had some amazing deals so far. We have done bead bundles that we have known you've enjoyed. We've done our bead loom. You've already bought that. So if you have, you've already bought from us with your postage and packaging paid for. Now this is your add it to your order Amazonite twisted pillows, a feature of over 300 carats for $8.95. Now that's about pushing the pricing. That's about squeezing and moving that price as low as we can go. It's been an exciting day, and we want to make sure that we finish as we started, with impeccable deals and exceptional opportunity, and that's exactly what you're seeing here. £8.95 is all you pay for a full 300 carat strand. The colour, I mean, every one of those gemstones could be a centerpiece to the finger. Look at that. Absolutely delightful. It's truly exceptional. An offer that you can't afford to miss out on. £8.95 is all you pay. Congratulations. Hold those lines. Phone lines are very, very busy, so please be patient with us on those lines, because if you hang up, you'll miss out too, and I don't want you to do that for £8.95. Queue's probably around about a minute, so not long too, and of course, it's a free phone number that you're dialing, so it's certainly just an investment of your time rather than your finances. Right then. You've been busy.
I have.
Yes, and oh look, you're.
I know. I'm doing a bit of a weave with the wire, but it's not quite working as well as I'd like it to. But it's working.
But you've used this to exquisite. I mean, can I just show you this first?
Yeah.
Because this is the piece that Sarah has obviously created.
I know. I've been very, very slacking today. Sorry, I've only got one piece finished. But.
Oh, I have to say, Sarah, that is stunning. That is such an exquisite finish to a piece. You know what I think it is? It's optimising on the natural beauty of the stone, but that wire adds the sumptuous detail, doesn't it?
Yeah. And, you know, you've got, you know, the wire on the tiger's eye and the wire on the jasper, and, you know, it just adds so much opulence.
Doesn't it?
You know, it was worth taking a little bit more time just to get it to look the way I wanted it to.
100%.
But we've had a busy day.
It has been a very, very busy day. I think it's official that it has been a busy day. So you've got here this gorgeous picture jasper and 10 metres of your gold-plated copper wire. That's 0.6 mil. That's 0.6 mil. And it's £9.95 for... Oh, yes! Oh, how could I forget this one? Here's a funny one for you. Anybody who missed this deal earlier on, here's a one for you. This is how Kim's been all day, right? The actual strand on our website right now is £13.45. This strand, without the wire, is £13.45. And then Kim's added in the wire and taken it to £9.95.
Strange maths.
Very odd math. I think we need to talk to your maths teacher. That's what we need to do. We need to go back to school on that. £13.45 on the web. Or get more, including the wire, for £9.95. Right, food for thought. Another feature offer, another incredible opportunity is the tiger's eye, and you've worked the tiger's eye with the picture jasper. It was four strands of tiger's eye. Your columns, those twisted columns, are outlandishly beautiful. Gorgeous ovals, plus your 2 strands of your seed bead tiger's eye. We did say
we got to those. I know,
but those would go great for the loom.
They would. I just haven't even had a chance to get there, but they would work so beautifully with the loom.
Perfect size, perfect shape, perfect colouring.
Yeah.
You know, rich, dramatic. You've got so much opportunity here. £16.95 for all 4 strands plus the wire. Again, you're going to get 10 metres of the 0.6 wire once again, so you're getting even more for your money for £16.95. Of course, that free phone number, it's an added to your order offer as well. Any kind of purchase that you make from us here on Jewellery Maker, once you've once you've bought one single product, one item, it could be the lowest price thing, it could be the most expensive, doesn't matter. You pay one P&P of £2.95 and you can keep on adding for the rest of the day. You have got, of course, the late show starting at 5 till 9 with Jenny. Don't forget, you need to text in your birthday wishes for Jenny, because it's her birthday tomorrow, so you need to text in if you fancy saying 60777 is where you can text in if you want to say happy birthday to her. I'm sure she'll appreciate it. JM Studios, what you need to start your text with, and then give her a birthday message and then text it to 60777. Normal network charges do apply. We have still lots and lots to look forward to this weekend, including the launch tomorrow. Yes, tomorrow we're launching another brand new product. Yes, it's your pearl reamer and knotter. So if you want to do your own pearl knotting, you know, one of the biggest things about pearls is that you can lose them. Not this time. We are going to give you the knotting tool tomorrow. So I look forward to having your company from 9 o'clock tomorrow with the gorgeous Linda. You take care of yourself whatever you're up to, and keep watching. Of course, we've got Jenny from 5 o'clock tonight.
You can watch Jewellery Maker live every day 9 till 1 on Sky 655, Virgin 756, Freesat 807 or Freeview Channel 43. The Jewellery Maker Wall of Fame is where you get to showcase your skills as a jewellery designer. And each week, one lucky entrant will win £100 credited to their Jewellery Maker account, and the runner-up receives £50. If you want to enter your design, just send a photo to studio@jewellerymaker.com, or you can post your photos to
Wall of Fame, The Genuine Gemstone Company, Unit 2D, Eagle Road, Moonsmote, Redditch, B989HF.
We all know you need the right tools for the job, so here at Jewellery Maker we have designed a kit to make sure you have all the essentials to join in with the fun. With round nose, flat nose and wire cutter pliers, as well as a reamer, tweezers and a bead scoop, you've got everything you need in one place for just £9.95. We provide the tools, you provide the skills.
When you place your first order with us, you will receive a free booklet and DVD full of handy hints, tips and tutorials to help you get started with your new jewellery maker hobby.
The early bird catches